Should you?
Facebook. Thanks for watching another episode of Rider Nation Station. Help us help you by subscribing on YouTube or following us on Facebook.
Do you find yourself faced with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving? If so, call attorney David Walbacher at 216-225-9181. That's attorney David Walbacher for all your legal needs.
In need of a marketing idea for your business or organization? From concept to execution, we are your go-to for promotional products, signage, apparel, print materials, graphic design, and fundraising. Freedom Marketing Strategies is a Roughrider-owned business with over 50 years of marketing, graphic design, and fundraising support. Call Sissy or Gail today to get started.
St. Mary's traditions include football, SMAB, and Fowler's TV. Founded in 1957 by Richard and Peggy, Fowler's TV is celebrated, like a Roughrider First Down, for its dedication to high-quality electronics, custom installations of indoor and outdoor TVs, Sonos sound systems, surveillance systems, and so much more. With 12 months of special financing available on approved credit, shopping local has never been better. Fowler's knowledgeable and friendly staff uphold the tradition of exceptional customer care, servicing only what they sell with the same or next day service.
I don't always put a new roof on my house, but when I do, I call Eric Anderson with Grand Lake Roofing.
If you're looking for a fast, reliable, trustworthy roofing service, give myself and my team a call at Grand Lake Roofing, 567-890-ROOF.
The St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation is proud to support St. Mary's athletics. We invite you to become a member of the Alumni Foundation by checking out our website at www.mhsaf.com or checking us out on Facebook. Good luck, Riders.
Crazy.
Well, hello everyone, and we welcome you to Grand Lake Health Systems Field. Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell, where tonight we bring you the game between the Kenton Wildcats and the St. Mary's Roughriders. And Zach, another picture-perfect fall night for high school football.
It's amazing, isn't it? We've been so lucky this year. Aside from 2 weeks ago with the hurricane at Van Wert, we've had perfect weather this season. Looking at the game time temp right now, sponsored by
Jackalope Stash.
Jackalope Stash. Sorry, got a little distracted here on my temperature. It is 74 degrees.
It's beautiful. Absolutely picture-perfect night for high school football. As we mentioned, across the way you can see the senior football players and their parents. They will be recognized here tonight as during the pregame show. This is their last regular season home game that these seniors will play here at Grand Lake Health Systems Field. And, of course, if everything was to pan out and we were to play in the playoffs this week, we would host the first round because we right now in Region 12 Division 3, we find ourselves sitting in 8th spot. Of course, the top 8 teams host the first round game, and we would play Bell Fountain. But obviously there's 3 more games to play, and a lot of things can happen. A lot of juggling can take place as far as the teams are concerned. But nonetheless, the Roughriders are hoping to make the playoffs and move on. And hopefully, if the cards fall in the right direction, they'll have another home game when this one's all said and done. So we're glad to have you along. As I said, Joe Hurlbert along with Zach Farrell. I'll be bringing you all the play-by-play action. Zach along with this color analysis. The Memorial High School Marching Band on the field. And I'll tell you what, while I was talking about the marching band, it kind of triggered in my mind that if you plan on stepping away anytime during the night's ball game, you better go get yourself a cooler and set it by your TV and your couch, because we got a lot of stuff that are taking place here tonight here at Grand Lake Health Systems Field. Of course, they're going to recognize the golf team, and they're going to recognize Michaela Brayland because she plays in on a football team that won the championship, and she plays out of Cincinnati. So she's going to be recognized. She's a former Memorial High School alumni. We've got an awesome trivia question coming your way tonight. You don't want to miss that. And, of course, senior night here with the Roughrider seniors. But
yeah, it's neat. The Roughrider seniors will be coming out here before the game, and then at halftime, after script writers, the senior band members will also be recognized. And we're going to have the entire script writers and the senior presentation from the band at halftime. So those of you that always want to check in and make sure we have SMAB at the halftime, we're going to have script writers completely tonight and the senior band members. So we're excited. It's going to be a fun, definitely huge night off the field, and I think it's going to be a heck of a night on the field too.
I agree.
We have WBL's potentially biggest
Good
offense,
evening,
strongest
ladies.
offense, and obviously St. Mary's a team that's peaking.
Staff and
all right,
students,
right now we're going to turn
we
it
would
over
like
to the
to
public
welcome
address
you to the
announcer as they start the
2024
introduction
St.
of our
Mary's
senior
Memorial
players.
Senior Night.
We'll do that right now.
Number 0, Noah Dixon, escorted by Nikita Smith, TJ Smith, and Richard Dixon. Number 10, Colin Mizutani, escorted by Victoria No and Kalpin Mizutani. Number 12, Luke Bournes, escorted by Kurt and Tracy Bournes. Number 14, Jacob Kessler, escorted by Doc Kessler. Number 24, Dominic Osborne, escorted by Ken and Liz Osborne. Number 26, Wesley Blair, escorted by Lisa Rodriguez and Matt Blair. Number 34, Colton Mabry, escorted by Travis and Janice Mabry. Number 48, Ryan Revolt, escorted by Aaron and Becky Revolt. Number 59, Will Glass, escorted by Scott and Stacy Glass. Number 60, Camden Rowe, escorted by Dan and Jill Rowe. Number 70, Kobe Reinecke, escorted by Ron and Amy Reinecke. Number 71, Terry Ambroski, escorted by TJ and Stephanie Ambroski and Ryan Stover and Kenzie Minnick. Number 73. Number 73, Gavin Ehlers, escorted by Angie Ehlers and Ryan and Sarah Ehlers. Number 78, Ross Bowman, escorted by Dave and Brandy Bowman. Number 80, Cameron Dameyer, escorted by Zach and Jenna Dameyer. Number 82, Jack Snethkamp, escorted by Scott and Jenny Snethkamp. Number 87, Keaton Fishbach, escorted by Sean and Jody Fishbach. Number 91, AJ Hertenstein, escorted by Josh Hertenstein. Number 93, Caleb Turner, escorted by Kevin and Amy Turner. Number 97, Robert Williams, escorted by Dan and Yana Williams. Emma Peterson, escorted by Tom and Joyce Peterson.
Caden Bear is escorted tonight by his parents, Chris and Heather Bear. He is a percussionist and plays snare drum in the marching band. Owen Buff is escorted tonight by his parents, Robert Buff and Joetta Kavar. He is a percussionist and plays the bass drum in the marching band. Alan Dickey is escorted by his parents, Ray and Mary Lou Dickey. He plays flute and baritone. Kira Dorston is escorted by her parents, Mark and Teresa Dorston. She plays the French horn and is a field commander. Gage Dotson is escorted by his parents, Lee and Amber Dotson. He is a percussionist and plays the bass drum in the marching band. Elizabeth Good is escorted by her parents, Richard and Andrea Good. She plays the trumpet.
I've done a dozen or so games now. I just figured out I can
Luke Hertenstein is escorted by his parents, Toby and Dee Hertenstein. He plays the trumpet. Danielle Hoskins is escorted by her parents, Deanna and Robert Hoskins. She plays trumpet and is a majorette. Ashley Howe is escorted by her mother, Kara Howe, and her older sister, Melanie Binkley. She plays clarinet and trombone. Kelly Imwally is escorted by her parents, Matt and Anne-Marie Imwally. She plays French horn and mellophone. Emma Kenny is escorted by her parents, Scott and Jessica Kenny. She plays French horn and is a majorette. Garrett Kanapke is escorted by his mother, Michelle Kanapke. He plays alto saxophone and baritone. Alec Lambden is escorted by his mother, Robin Lambden. He plays the trumpet. Nolan Leiniger is escorted by his parents, Roy and Nicole Leiniger. He plays the baritone. Brianna Miller is escorted by her parents, Brent and Michelle Miller. She is a percussionist and plays the snare drum in the marching band. Eli Nineberg is escorted by his mother, Carrie Nineberg. He plays the trombone. Kirsten Opperman is escorted by her father, Mike Opperman, and grandmother, Linda Opperman. She plays the trombone. Olivia Russell is escorted by her parents, Zachary and Brittany Russell. She plays the baritone. Zora Spies is escorted by her parents, Rob and Jen Spies. She plays the baritone. Stella Weiner is escorted by her mother, Vicki Weiner, and joined in spirit by the late Doug Weiner. She plays clarinet and is a majorette.
That's going to conclude the introduction of our seniors tonight. That included not only our senior football players, but cheerleaders and band members, which we thought they were going to do at halftime, so they snuck it in here during the pregame. So apparently with the script writers, it's going to take some time at halftime, so we want to give time to show that in its entirety. As you can see on our booth cam, that Zach and I are sporting the new Rider Nation Station hats, and of course, they are for sale. They're $25 each. There are 3 left. And you can, if you want one, you can email Rider Nation Station at ridernationstation@gmail.com to make your arrangements.
So just $25.
Yep, we sport them very well.
Yeah, they're pretty cool hats.
Absolutely.
Appreciate all of our sponsors and all of our supporters out there.
Well, the Kenton Wildcats, Zach, as they prepare to play the alma mater and then the national anthem, Zach Turner is their head coach. They come in 1-6 overall, 1-5 in the Western Buckeye League. The Riders 5-2 overall, 4-2 in the league. And this offense worries me a little bit because they have the number one passing offense in the WBL. They have the number one total offensive unit in the Western Buckeye League. But again, they're going against the number one rushing defense, or the number one scoring defense in the Roughriders, and the number one rushing offense. So they can put some points on the board. They've got athletes on the offensive side of the field, but their defense lacks. And so it's just going to be a Donnybrook. This may be a track meet before it's all said and done.
Yeah, Zach Turner, 2007 senior, played wide receiver and DB for Kenton back when we played them. He's a pretty good, solid wide receiver. But why I bring that up is because he's running the mock offense still. It's the 5 wide. It's the quick jailbreak screens. It's the quick passes over the middle. They try to throw it deep a little bit, but they haven't been too successful with that. Although they're pretty successful, as you described, overall with their offense. That being said, their record isn't great this year, but they've lost a lot of close games.
Yes.
So you can't judge this team on the record. They certainly offensively have the ability to score a lot of points, and our defense needs to bend but not break. We can't give up the big plays like we did against Wapakoneta. If we're going to give up some runs, some quick passes, that's okay. Once we get into the red zone, we've got to buckle down and make the plays.
Absolutely. Well, their quarterback is Corbin Johnson. He's a 6'2 senior. He's number one in the Western Buckeye League in passing. He's completed 189. He completed 136 passes, 189 attempts. He's throwing 72% completion rate, 16 touchdowns to only 4 interceptions. He's got a total of 2,035 yards on the season. He is also number one in the Western Buckeye League himself in total offense. He himself is averaging 365 yards per game. So if the Roughriders can stop him, they can put contain on him, it'll make a big difference in this ball game. As I mentioned, they come in rushing offense averaging 154 yards a game, passing offense 290 yards per game, total offense 444 yards a game, which is the number one in the league, and their scoring offense is at 29 points per game.
Yeah, and that rushing offense, you can't overlook that either because they've got a very good running back, number 12, Grady Clement Beasley. And back when, again, I'm just going back in my memory when we played, they had a really good running back, Zach Jackson. And they have the ability to bring him in the backfield, and they do put him in the backfield a lot more than some Kenton teams would have a running back. And they will, obviously, 150 yards a game that they're averaging. Some of that comes from the quarterback, but also they will put that running back there just to keep you honest, and so you keep enough linemen in the game that you have to stop the run as well. That's why their offense is the top of the league right now.
For the Roughriders, they are averaging 302 yards per game on the ground, 25 touchdowns, first in the Western Buckeye League. You know how many passing yardage they're averaging a game?
Oh, averaging a game. See, we're at 7 games, and I think we've probably got 40 yards of passing. So 4.
Well, about 13.
Oh, 13 yards per game?
13 yards per game.
A lot more than I thought.
Which is last in the Western Buckeye League, which, as I mentioned, that is we don't rely on the pass, but it would be nice to see that a little bit more balanced, I'm sure, but that's not the case. Not needed. We'll run the football.
I think we're going to see a little bit more, though, incorporated into this offense as the season continues here, especially next week and the following week against Bath. Maybe tonight. We are seeing them shift to the Aiden Meinerding full-time basically at quarterback. He can pass the ball out of the pocket a little bit better, and I think that we're going to see some quick passes. We saw them attempt 4 or 5 pass plays last week, which I think was more than all the other games combined, or it felt like that. And there were a couple, I was watching on film, a couple of those plays that they sent 4 4 receivers out, and he had some open guys short in some of the short routes too. So I think I'm hoping they worked in practice this week on saying you don't always have to take that home run shot. We can hit some of these short ones and really open up our rushing game by keeping the defense thinking about some of the passes.
Well, I think one of the big concerns for Coach Bo Fry and his coaching staff is that the Roughriders are the second most penalized team in the Western Buckeye League. They've been penalized 42 times for 388 yards. I'm sure they would like to cut that down, but on the positive side, they're number 1 in the Western Buckeye League as far as the turnover ratio. They've got a +10, so that's always good.
It's a tough edge that Coach Bo Fry is trying to walk with that, because he told us he wants to be an aggressive team. He wants to be aggressive on defense, cause turnovers. He wants to be aggressive on offense, take it to the other team. And you're going to have more penalties when you act like that, and you have some of that mentality.
Absolutely. Right now you see on your screen the passing of our nation's colors by the St. Mary's VFW Post 9287, the Chained Eagles of Ohio, and the St. Mary's American Legion Post 323. So they'll march all the way down to the south end of the field, and then we will prepare for the playing of our national anthem by the St. Mary's All-Brass Band. The Rough Riders are making their way to the helmet on the north end of the field.
Please notice the POW-MIA.
Of course, the Kenton Wildcats are still in their locker room, but again, the rule indicates that the national anthem cannot start until both teams are on the field. So I think under the helmet constitutes being on the field.
We saw some shots of the crowd and of people in the stands. There's a good crowd that are working their way in. It is a Pink Out Night, which is sponsored by the Alumni Foundation Association and the Tailgate for Cancer. I want to thank them. They're passing out pom-poms, and they pass it out, so there's lots of pink pom-poms in the crowd.
So there you see on your screen one of our local Boy Scout troops will be raising the flag tonight. I was going to check to see if there's still no firebomb for this week. So
it's interesting. It's certainly been wet enough.
It has.
Don't have to worry about any burn issues. Looking at the Jackalope Stash game time, temperature, and time. 4 minutes and 36 seconds left on the clock as they're ticking down here in the pregame, and that field game time temperature, 71 degrees. So it's already dropped 2 degrees in about 15, 20 minutes. We'll keep seeing it drop a little bit, but man, this is just a beautiful night. Not a cloud in the sky, not even a contrail from an airplane or anything. It is beautiful outside. You can see there in the background. And just a perfect night for football.
Wind will not be a factor, as it's probably not even blowing on the field, so that won't be a factor. We're going to see 2 pretty good kickers in tonight's ball game. Brady Triplett has made 23 of 24 point afters. He's 1 for 3 in field goals. He's scored 26 points. That ranks him 4th in the Western Buckeye League. And he is punting at a 31.9 yard per punt clip. For the Kenton Wildcats, Stephen Piper has missed 3-point after touchdowns this year, so maybe the Rough Riders have seen something and they'll go after him to maybe miss it. Right now they're asking this crowd at Grand Lake Health System Field to stand to their feet, remove their caps for the playing of our national anthem, played by the St. Mary's All-Brass Band.
As she signs for the hearing impaired.
sit back and relax and enjoy tonight's Western Buckeye League encounter between the Kenton Wildcats and the St. Mary's Roughriders. We are glad to have you along tonight on Rider Nation Station, watching wherever you may be across this great land of ours. You know, Zach, I've always been an admirer of Kenton's passing attack. Even when Mike Malk was there, and for those many years, it's just such a controlled passing offense. It's nothing flashy. He sets things up. He throws a lot of short passes, wildcat screens, or is that what they call our jailbreak screens? Jailbreak screens, and lets the receiver do what he can do, because they've over the years been very athletic, and every now and then they'll get you to bite into that, and then they'll go deep. And so I've always been an admirer of that type of passing attack.
Yeah, it's never been a passing attack that relied heavily on a deep ball.
No, absolutely not.
It's always been kind of an extension of a running game.
Absolutely.
It's, hey, we're going to put our running backs out there at wide receiver position, and we're going to throw it quickly to them. We're going to throw it quickly over the middle, little slants.
Absolutely.
Little drag routes over the middle. And, yeah, it's certainly the system that Kenton has stuck with now for, 30 years probably, since Kenton's really gone to that full spread. Back before spread was sort of everywhere. It definitely, for lack of better terms, spread out after they perfected it, you might say, with Ben and Matty Mock and Mike Mock. So Ben Mock, by the way, just wanted to look up before the game. He is a head coach now in Missouri. And I think that Matty Mock might be on his staff as well.
This goes back a ways. Do you remember a quarterback? I think he was about 6'4", a kid by the name of Britton Crates. He was a pretty decent quarterback. I think he was, to my recollection, he was the start of the whole passing.
For Kenton?
Yes.
Gotcha.
This Varsity Lanes kickoff return is brought to you by our friends at Varsity Lanes. Jacob Kessler and Noah Dixon will be standing inside their 5-yard line. It's a short kick. It's going to bounce at the 23, picked up by Dixon to the 20, and he is stopped there at about the 22-yard line, so the Rough Riders will have it 1st and 10 on senior night here at Grand Lake Health Systems Field.
Strategic kick there from Kenton. They wanted to not kick it deep and give either running back, especially Kessler, a chance to really get into it. Dixon, where he fielded that ball, not able to get back behind his wall, and good job tackling from Kenton there on that kickoff.
Well, Kessler returning kickoffs this year is returning them at about a 26.3 yard per return. So obviously they've got that scouted out and kicked it away from Kessler. So 1st and 10 for the Rough Riders. They'll place it at the 23-yard line. 1st and 10, Aiden Meinerding will be your quarterback. Full house in the backfield. Up and over the top was, I believe, Osborne.
Sure was, and I was wondering if I was thinking before the game. I remembered playing Kenton, and they've got a different setup now. They used to have a odd front where we had 5 down linemen and a tilted guy over the nose. They still got the tilted guy.
Mm-hmm.
And
here comes Mabry. He'll get to the 30.
Against that odd front, we were able to run 4 and 5 dives just all day against them, just over outside of the guard and with the tackle. It just was it's always been a vulnerability of their defense. And I was wondering if it still stayed true. And the very first play was a dive, straight dive there.
As a center, Terry Amborski will face the angled nose guard. How difficult is that to block him?
It's not that tough, to be honest.
You just take him where he wants to go?
Yeah, it does sort of shut down your traps, but it opens the dives up bigger than they would normally be open.
Right.
And it also puts him in a position where if you got a good guard there that can get it opens his hip up to the guard. So you're never worried about where he's coming from. He's
right.
tilted, and he's always going to come right at you.
Right.
So I enjoyed it. I always enjoyed it as a center going against it.
Fourth and short for the Rough Riders. They're going for it here early, and it'll be a Fowler TV first down as Osborne picks up the first down and more. They'll move the change.
Ran that same 5 dive, but this time ran it with Osborne out of the fullback position, so he had a lead halfback leading the way, and that's common in short yardage. Get a guy to try to clear the hole for you or take some of the initial hits. That's Kessler.
Jacob Kessler breaks it. He's to the 35-30, 25-20. He's still on his feet. 5, touchdown, Roughriders. Boy, a Jackalope Stash touchdown run of beauty by Jacob Kessler. That'll make the St. Mary's Foundry highlight reel. That's probably about the 4th play of the ball game, and the Roughriders take it to the end zone.
No flags on the field, Joe. We've been talking about how good Kessler looks running a sweep all year, and man, that might have been the best looking run from scrimmage that we've seen all year by any back.
He's coming into your living room, and he breaks that tackle right there and scores. Brady Triplett on to attempt the Jackalope Stash point after, out of the hold of Luke Rammel. Snap is back, kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 9:51 remaining on the American Legion scoreboard, it's the St. Mary's Roughriders 7, the Kenton Wildcats nothing. Back right after this.
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, scholarships in education, Boy Scouts, oratorical, and shooting sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
Already back at Grand Lake Health Systems Field, Joe Hurlburt along with Zach Farrell with the Roughriders have drawn first blood and lead on the American Legion scoreboard 7-0.
62-yard touchdown run from Jacob Kessler. Nice little sweep to the right side. Very well blocked. Let's watch it again here. Great camera work from Doug Spencer down there on the sidelines.
This breaks 2 blocks there, or tackles there, breaks 1 there, and this final one right here.
Well blocked and very well run from Kessler, breaking tackles. He's dangerous. He's a talented player. Coaches have been telling us that all year. That's why they just stuck him in at quarterback, because they wanted him to get his hands on the ball more. And he is certainly a threat at running back, threat at quarterback, and a big-time threat on the defensive side as well.
This Rough Rider kickoff is being brought to you by our friends at Varsity Lanes. Back to receive the kickoff for Kenton is Maddox Hummel and Zane Perkins. And, well, that's
fair.
A live ball.
Wow.
No, it's not. Yeah. That was interesting because it hit at about the half-yard line and then bounced back and stayed in the field of play. You can see it here on our Larry Schaff Auto Sale instant replay. These two guys,
oh, man.
If they would have just walked away and it would have stayed on the field, that was a live ball, the Rough Riders could have recovered it. But that was a break for the Kenton Wildcats for sure.
Sure was.
They didn't anticipate that one at all. It's our first look at Corbin Johnston, the 6'2 senior quarterback, the number 1 passing quarterback in the Western Buckeye League. They'll send 4 receivers to the left. Rough Riders had a chance at him there, broke a tackle, and he's brought down there. Nice play there defensively by Cameron Dameyer.
Good job from the defensive line. You like to see one of those guys. Got to wrap him up and get him. Can't let him get second chances to throw the ball down the field. But good job from the other guys cleaning it up.
Matt Murray had a shot at him, so here we go. He's going to throw a screen. Nice job there by the Rough Rider defense.
I think Compton just knocked that ball down out of the air. Either that or he just threw it into the ground in front of his receiver. Great job from Taylor Compton, and he just continues to impress as a sophomore.
Absolutely. This defense now faces the Minster Bank money down. It'll be 3rd down, and we'll call it 8 for Kenton. Now we got a Roots Pub penalty flag on the play.
Going to be false start here on number 77 from Kenton. He says he was, he moved when the Rough Riders jumped across. It was kind of that bang-bang, and usually that goes against the offense.
Yeah. Yeah, Caleb Turner, number 93, kind of jumped. But I don't think there's anything wrong with that as long as you don't cross the neutral
Correct.
zone.
Yep.
Johnston, and he's going to go down. And the Rough Rider defense sacks him. That's a Spring Street Storage sack. Say that 4 times real quick. That would be nice if we could say it 4 times real quick.
That's a sack, man. Look at that. Meeting at the quarterback, just 4 down linemen. So far, I've been impressed with our D-line, getting some pressure on them.
A.J. Hertenstein, Matt Murray there, along with Caleb Turner.
4th and 20, and
they bring up Stephen Piper to punt for Kenton. Back to receive the punt is Kessler. And I want to say Noah Dixon, but I can't see his number. No, it's not. It is.
Yep, Noah Dixon.
Piper gets the roll on this one, and it'll be blown dead at about the 42-yard line of St. Mary's. This will be their second offensive possession of the ball game. Good job by the Rough Rider defense, turning the Kenton Wildcats away on their first possession of the ball game.
Yeah, great job. That you do not want to let this team stick in the game. They play very hard. They played hard all season, and you need to get a lead and get up on them early, break their spirit a little bit, and continue to pile on. Last game potentially as seniors on this field, make it memorable.
Mabry wing to the left. He'll go in motion. Now they jump into the neutral zone, so that'll be a Roots Pub penalty on the Kenton Wildcats. That should move the ball and make it 1st and 5 for the Riders. I don't know if we can get a shot down on the track of all the little cheerleaders in pink. There you see him there jumping on our Larry Schaff Auto Sale replay. Ross Bowman in, number 78. There you see him.
Future generations of Rough Rider cheerleaders.
A lot of them. Mabry in motion. Osborne in motion. Here comes Mabry with it. He's going to be close to a first down. He's going to be stopped at about a yard short, so we'll call it 2nd down and 1.
So far, great blocking up front from St. Mary's offensive line, really having their way with the defense of Kenton. Kenton sort of sticking to – they are bringing more people in the box, but not a lot of them. They're keeping some guys back.
Monitoring a quarterback puts Mabry in motion. Caleb Schmidt, I believe, picks up the Fowler TV first down. Nice run by Caleb on his first carry of the ball game.
Good hard hit from Maddox Hommel on Kenton, delivering a blow here at the end. But Noah Dixon or Caleb Schmidt takes it well.
Caleb Schmidt, the number 10 rusher in the Western Buckeye League, 76 carries, 498 yards. 1st and 10 Riders. Here comes Schmidt again. He's to the 30, to the 25, and he's going to be taken down about the 21-yard line.
Takes the ball down to the 20-yard line. All the plays are Rough Rider first down.
Ross Bowman checks into the ball game. Jack Snethkamp will check out. There you see it on our Larry Schaff Auto Sale instant replay. Nice run. Nice job by the right side of the offensive line. Terry Umborski, Camden Roth, Xander Post, Keaton Fishbach. Schmidt again. So obviously they're seeing something up front. Obviously maybe they're just keying off that nose guard and the way he's angled, and they'll just go from there.
Well, Kenton's bringing guys forward, but they're stacking them right now on the outsides because they just got eaten alive on the first drive by the sweeps. And so St. Mary's is just running this up the middle because all they got is a tilt guy. Look right here. The middle is wide open.
Yep. Here comes Colton Mabry. He's cutting it back up, spins. He's inside the 10. Of course, the Rough Riders are now inside the Sean Barnett Electrical Red Zone. And Zach touched on it earlier in our pregame that when you get inside the red zone tonight against the Kenton Wildcats, you've got to put some points on the board.
Absolutely, and you got to, as a defense, if you get a chance to get something in the red zone, you got to buck up and stop them from scoring.
1st and goal from the Wildcat 9-yard line.
1st and goal at the 9. Colton Mabry, wing to the right. Split backs, Dominic Osborne hops over one. He's going to score. Touchdown, Rough Riders.
Dominic Osborne will not be denied.
From 9 yards out, another Jackalope Stash touchdown for the Rough Riders. You see it there?
Good job from Noah Dixon getting through there and getting a little hand on a guy.
So the Rough Riders on top 13-0 on the American Legion scoreboard with Brady Triplett on to attempt the Jackalope Stash point after.
Great vision from Osborne, hopping over the pile and no one there to stop him.
Snap is back, kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 6:12 remaining on the American Legion scoreboard here in the first quarter, it's the Rough Riders 14, Kenton 0. Back with the Varsity Lanes kickoff right after this.
Auglaize Equipment Rental is your source for all your equipment needs. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a project, we can help get the job done more efficiently. Check us out at 1900 Salina Road or auglaizeequipmentrental.com or just call 419-394-7883. Auglaize Equipment Rental.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Spees. Welcome to Spees Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
As a family practice, Spees Chiropractic welcomes in patients of all ages. Whether this is your first time or you've done this before, Dr. Spees and his compassionate staff are here for you. What makes Spees Chiropractic unique is their 3-tier approach. By using chiropractic care alongside massage therapy and physical therapy, all your healthcare needs will be treated compassionately and comprehensively. Spees Chiropractic. Make the right choice for your care.
Alrighty, back to Grand Lake Health Systems Field, 14-0 on the American Legion scoreboard. This Rough Rider kickoff brought to you by our friends at Varsity Lanes. Brady Triplett will kick the football back to receive for Kenton, Blaine Bushong, and Zane Perkins. That's Perkins. Nice job there. Let's see if I can get a number.
93.
That's Caleb Turner.
He is, we were, he was a senior. We saw him marching through at half, and we were surprised about how small, I guess, he looked on the field.
For a defensive lineman.
For a defensive lineman. He plays above his weight for
sure.
sure.
Does. He does.
He has a crazy motor. We saw a massive hit.
Yes.
Against Van Wert, and excellent tackling there.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Kenton. They got 4 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and their quarterback, Corbin Johnson, all alone in the backfield. There's a quick pass out to Perkins, and right on him is Kessler.
Ball's out. He was not down. Oh, they're going to say he was down. Wow. They may have said that his momentum had stopped.
Good job by Kessler.
At the 16-yard line, taken down by number 14, Jacob Kessler.
Yeah, it didn't look like his any part of his body was touching the ground yet, but he was kind of wrapped up.
Johnson on the carry. He'll get it to the 20-yard line. We'll give him a gain of about 4 on the play.
I really like what they've done with this defense, Joe. They've got Owen Ott playing middle linebacker here. So they've got 3 down linemen and then Owen Ott. And what they're telling him, I think, is spy the quarterback a little bit, but also sort of a delayed blitz here. So he'll read some things. If the quarterback's not running, he'll sort of take his time and then try to keep his ground.
This Minster Bank money down pass falls incomplete. The pass was intended for Perkins.
Zane Perkins will bring up 4th and 9.
So to bring up 4th down and 9 for the Kenton Wildcats in a punting situation, and back to receive the punt is Jacob Kessler, Noah Dixon. They're standing about the 46-yard line and 50-yard line. So
St. Mary's running kind of a safe punt return here. They must be worried about Kenton trying some fakes.
Left-footed punt. It's going to go right into the hands of Kessler. Kessler's going to take it to the far side of the field and runs into his own player. We got a flag on the play, but he runs into his own player, but yet picks up enough yardage to get it to the 35-yard line before he's knocked out of bounds. So we'll see what the Roots Pub penalty flag is all about.
Well, there was a player blocking here, and it lasted a long time, and I wonder if he just was, yeah.
Oh, there it is right there. Number 12. If we could run that back again real quick.
Watch number 12 here from Kenton, right?
Right there. Yep, right there.
So it's like Childs on.
Yep, and there he. I think that's who it's on. Well, now I'm wrong.
They're calling it. I think.
Oh, it's offsetting penalties. So they'll mark 15 yards off against the Roughriders.
They're gonna. So here's what I believe we have. We have
ahead.
holding on St. Mary's.
Okay.
So they marked 10 yards off on that.
Okay.
And then they had a personal foul on Kenton, which I think we saw there.
Okay. All right.
And so that was 15 yards.
So it's like a net 5.
Net 5 yards, not offsetting.
All right. Okay.
We'll take a look at that this week, by the way.
That'll be
rules
a
of the
good
game.
one. So anyhow, when it's all said and done, Rough Riders have it 1st and 10 at the Kenton 45-yard line.
I think it might have been the same two players too. I think Aiden Childs might have been holding him for a little bit,
Okay.
or it could have been on the one that I saw. If we got a replay here, the Kenton coaches are getting an explanation. Maybe we can see exactly what had happened here. They're back. Yeah, I think they're back here. Okay, we'll take a look at it this week on rules of the game. But
absolutely.
there was a holding call against St. Mary's. It was one of those two individuals right there that we were looking at, Childs, or I think Dylan Fink.
Okay.
And then clearly, I think the one that you saw was the personal foul on Kenton.
1st and 10, Rough Riders at the Kenton 45-yard line. Osborne in motion. Turn, give the ball to Caleb Schmidt. Give him a gain of about 4 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 6. It wasn't Schmidt because he's running in the game.
From the Wildcat 41-yard line.
Well, I apologize on that. Might have been Dylan Fink, too.
Yeah.
So Schmidt is in, Fink is out. Trey Moore comes wide to the right. And there's Colton Mabry. And they get to him and get him stopped for about a 1-yard gain. So to bring up 3rd down and 5.
One of the inside D linemen actually did like a looping route out to the outside. That's how much they're keyed on that right side sweep.
3:50 remaining here in the first quarter. The American Legion scoreboard. Mabry goes in motion to the left. Osborne, that'll be a Fowler TV 1st down. The Riders will move the chains and get a fresh set of downs.
I'm not sure that was even a trap. I think that was just a dive right up the middle, just a 0 or 1 dive. They've been running that more and more. Doesn't take as much time to set up. You can hit it a little quicker, but why not when Kenton's giving you that middle wide open?
Yep. Good job by Will Glass, Terry Amborski, Camden Roth up front. Dylan Fink into the ball game. He's at left half. Mabry at the fullback. Fink has it. He's got some room. And he'll pick up about 7 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 3.
Pretty good.
Give him a gain of 8. Call it 2nd down and 2.
Pretty good job by Camden Roth coming through there as a pulling guard, running hard in front of his running back. Got a little piece of a guy.
So the Rough Riders are creeping up to the Sean Barnett Electrical red zone. Man, Caleb Schmidt just lowers his shoulder and just moving people out of the way. That'll be a Fowler TV 1st down, and they're in the Sean Barnett Electrical red zone. First and 10 for the Rough Riders. Ball is placed at the Kenton 15-yard line. They can pick up a first down at the 5. Caleb Schmidt again. Man, the ball's loose, I believe.
Uh-oh.
Or was it?
No, ball was definitely loose because I saw a beanbag come out.
Okay.
Caleb Schmidt fell back on it, though.
Good heads-up play, but that'll be enough for a Fowler TV first down. They'll move it, and it'll be first and goal for the Rough Riders just inside the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 4.
Yeah, Caleb Schmidt got stood up, and you can see right there on the edge of your screen, ball came out. I think it might have been, not sure who fell on it, if it was Schmidt or somebody else, but good heads-up play.
First and goal at the 4. Osborne, he's going to be close to the goal line. I think he's going to be marked a little bit shy.
So close.
Ball down to the 1-yard line.
Yeah, it'll be second down and goal inside the 1-yard line.
Osborne hit at the 3 or 4-yard line. just bowling people over.
Osborne, touchdown Rough Riders. Jackalope Stash touchdown for the Rough Riders, their third of the first quarter. So they lead 20-0 with 54 ticks remaining on the American Legion scoreboard here in the first quarter.
Well, it just feels as good as it gets right now for the Riders. All phases of the game humming. Somehow, though, against this Kenton offense, 21 points still doesn't feel safe.
No. So Brady Triplett on to attempt the Jackalope Stash point after out of the hold of Luke Rammel. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 54 ticks remaining here in the first quarter on the American Legion scoreboard, the Rough Riders 21, the Wildcats nothing. Back right after this.
I'm Larry Gruber, longtime educator and St. Mary's wrestling coach. If you're in need for any electrical upgrades, whether big or small, for your business or home, reach out to Sean Barnett Electrical at 567-259-8343. Wondering what it would cost to have a generator for your home or business? Contact Sean Barnett Electrical for a complimentary estimate for installation and yearly maintenance. Trying to do electrical work on your own can be shocking and painful. Wow! I'm in Sean's corner, and Sean will be in yours for all your electrical needs.
My pro, but you can't.
All righty, we welcome you back to Grand Lake Health Systems Field. 21-0 with 54 ticks remaining on the American Legion scoreboard. Just here in the first quarter, it's been all Rough Riders from the get-go, and this kickoff is being brought to you by our friends out at Varsity Lanes. We want to welcome them, all gathered there in the back room watching tonight's Rough Rider Kenton contest. Blaine Bushong and Zane Perkins back to receive the kickoff. They're standing about the 6-yard line. Triplett approaches the football, puts a foot to it, and it'll be Bushong. He's got a hole, and the Rough Riders special teams closes quickly, and he'll be brought down at about the 27-yard line. 28-yard line. We'll see where the officials mark the football officially.
Wildcats will go first and 10 from their own 28-yard line.
We'll call it the 28-yard line. Will be first and 10. Corbin Johnston has a running back.
Ken still has 0 first downs, -2 yards. Not what I expected going into the second quarter.
Wow. Nice job by the defense there.
Yeah, they put 12 in. We talked about that. He's a good running back, but wow.
Yeah, number 12, that's Grady Clayman Beasley. He's a senior. He's been with this program for a long time.
Make it overall -5 yards so far.
Wow. Johnson stands up. He's going to go deep, and he's got his receiver.
Corbin Johnson's pass is complete to number 1,
Maddox Hummel. He'll pick up a first down for the Kenton Wildcats as they cross midfield into Rough Rider territory. 1st and 10, ball is at the Rider 47.
Just like that, they take a shot deep. Not really bad coverage, but just a perfect pass on the sidelines.
Clayman Beasley on the carry. He gets no gain. Alrighty, that's the end of the first quarter here at Grand Lake Health Systems Field with the score on the American Legion scoreboard. The St. Mary's Rough Riders 21, the Kenton Wildcats nothing. There's a special presentation going on the field. Michaela Brayland, you see her there, number 77.
Michaela Breland and several
of her Cincinnati Cougar teammates. Michaela was a captain and second-team All-American on the Women's Football Alliance team, the Cincinnati Cougars, who finished their impressive season at 8-1 and as national champs. At MHS, Michaela was a 4-time state qualifier and had the honors of finishing 8th in the state discus and was a state champion in shot put. She still holds the MHS records in both shot and discus. She continued her throwing and academic career at the University of Cincinnati, where she also received many awards. She also competed in the official strongman games and was recognized as the 9th strongest female in the world. Wow. Congratulations and welcome home, Michaela, and the national champion Cincinnati Cougars.
Wow, that's quite impressive.
So Women's Football Alliance, a professional football team out of Cincinnati, MHS alum, Michaela Breland, honored there. What a great group of alumni we have.
Absolutely. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Kenton Wildcats.
They brought Blaine Bushong into the backfield, Joe. I think that's the first time he's been in the backfield tonight.
Pass across the middle. That's going to be incomplete. That hit the ground. Pass was intended for Maddox McFarland, 5'10" freshman.
Pretty good coverage from Parker Bean. Not a bad pass, kind of threw it, only where his player could get it there. Just a little too low.
Minster Bank money down for this Rough Rider defense. Rough Riders jump but got back. Johnston going over the middle. Pass was intended for Maddox McFarland again. Falls incomplete. It'll bring up 4th down and 10, and here comes the punt team for the Kenton Wildcats. I think what the St. Mary's Rough Riders have done defensively to this offense have caught them a little bit shell-shocked.
Yeah, the quarterback has not had time to step up, make passes. St. Mary's has shut down all of the short routes. We've only seen deep routes.
And the running game is non-existent.
Yeah, this D-line has impressed me so much tonight. They are getting pressure. They are stopping the run.
And the punt will go in the hands of Noah Dixon, and he'll get it back to, and we got a Roots Pub penalty flag on the play.
Number 12, Luke Bournes, get called for blocking in the back here.
Flag on the play.
Bill Krug tells us in rules of the game that the second you pull your hands back like I didn't do anything makes you look like you just did something.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's see number 12 here at the top of your screen. So he's got his hands on the back. Let's rewind it. Maybe we'll look at number 14 too.
Kessler. There's that one there. They got options.
I think. Well, I don't know.
It's hard to say.
So, got to stay off the backs. It doesn't even.
It doesn't make it.
It doesn't even help.
No, it doesn't. It does.
It drives me crazy.
I know. And to me, logically, when you're running down and you're getting ready to block, and you see the back of this guy's head, you would just say, "I can't block this guy."
Yep. Go hit somebody else.
Exactly. 1st and 10 Rough Riders. Here comes Osborne. He's got the corner, and he'll be knocked down at about the 15, 16-yard line. The clock will continue to run. It's been all Rough Riders here in the first half. They lead on the American Legion scoreboard 21-0.
St. Mary's sitting with 8 first downs, 183 yards of offense.
Wow.
Osborne, 38 yards, 2 touchdowns. Caleb Schmidt, 58 yards. Colton Mabry, 17 yards. And I think Kessler, 62-yard touchdown run.
Osborne up the middle on a trap play and gets very little, but we'll call it 3rd down and a long one. Caleb Schmidt comes in, Noah Dixon out. Aiden Minerding comes in with the play from head coach Bo Fry.
Middle is wide open again. Look at this view right here. No linebackers sitting in the middle.
Caleb Schmidt will get a Fowler TV first down. The thing about that, though, is if they run something and they bust it and get it through the linebackers, there's nobody there.
No.
Nobody. Or who would have thought that they would throw like a tight end pop pass out into that middle area? And
it should be open.
You would think.
The other thing is you could think about putting Kessler at quarterback and running some sneaks against this.
Oh, yeah. Man in motion is Osborne.
Only problem with putting Kessler at quarterback is you really don't like to change up your center and QB rhythm. That's when you have fumbled snaps, things like that.
Absolutely. Caleb Schmidt on the carry will give him a gain of 8 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 2.
Especially when you have the other running backs just dicing up the defense like this.
That'll be a Fowler TV first down, and he's still on his feet. Fowler TV first down for the Rough Rider offense as the offensive line opens up a nice hole for Osborne, who just, I'll tell you what, if you don't get him around the legs, it's going to take 2 or 3 players to get him to the ground. I mean.
Yeah, it's funny, we think of Colton Mabry as being the bruiser, but Osborne really has adapted to become, he'll be quicker through the line, but then you get him upfield against a linebacker or some of the secondary, and he's just as much of a bruising, run-through type of back.
Well, he's got 749 yards entering in tonight's ball game, so he's pretty much well on his way to a 1,000-yard season. Terry Amborski out over the ball for the Rough Rider offense. Mabry in the wing to the right. They'll put him in motion. Here comes Dixon. He's got the corner. It'll be close to a Fowler TV first down. And they're going to mark the ball at the 50-yard line, so it'll be 3rd down and about 1 for this Rough Rider offense. And here again, the Rough Riders with their versatility and so many backs, the depth that they've got. And, of course, this depth, as we go further into the season and hopefully into postseason, will play a big role. That's how far the Rough Riders can go. Here comes Dixon. That's a Fowler TV first down. It's exactly what we talked about.
Middle's wide open.
The middle's wide open. You get past that initial contact and past the linebackers and get yourself an open field.
Riders will go 1st and 10 from the Wildcat 38-yard line.
Now, they are at times overloading one side of the line or the other. Oop, I think I saw some move. Here comes Mabry to the 35. He's got the corner. It'll pick up a Fowler TV first down.
Seemed like some awkward flinching at the snap.
Yeah,
but
I saw that.
Nothing was called.
Nope.
Yeah, St. Mary's has been running overloaded, heavy, we call it heavy set, all night, just switching back and forth. And what that's doing is Kenton is forced to put their guys to the outside to cover those spots. And because early on when they weren't doing that, that was when we were running the sweeps like crazy. And so what that's doing is leaving the middle wide open. St. Mary's is keeping them honest by running one of these sweeps every few shots, but the rest of the time they're just running up the middle or running a dive.
Mabry. We used to call that strong right and strong left, which is basically what you do is you take your offensive tackle, your left offensive tackle, and you move him over to the right side along the right side, the right tackle. Then your tight end's on the other side of him, so it just moves him to the other side of the field.
Yeah, they have done that before, and they'll sometimes do that depending on the personnel.
Right.
But they'll also just bring in an extra tackle and put him out there.
That's true.
And that's what I think that they've been doing mostly this year is extra tackles, extra tight ends.
I say they go to Trey Moore down at the lower part of your screen. No, they're not. Here comes Dixon. Trey Moore's got a block set though. Good job
block.
by Noah Dixon. Oh, that should draw a flag. Yep. That's a Roots Pub penalty flag on the play. That should take the ball half the distance to the goal line.
Look at Doug Spencer's camera view here again, right into your living room, ladies and gentlemen. Great block from Trey Moore.
Boom.
And a very late hit.
That'll draw a penalty flag every time. So the Rough Riders are in the Sean Barnett Electrical red zone.
Well, that's that frustration we talked about, Kenton, which somewhat typical.
Exactly. I was going to say that.
Antics.
Somewhat noted for.
We should bring Denny Long up here at halftime and ask his opinion.
Oh, absolutely not. I know what his opinion is.
Coach Long, not a fan of Kenton. And if you want to watch our previous YouTube videos from a couple years ago with the Coach's Show, you can hear all about it.
Here comes Fink.
Nice run.
Touchdown, Dylan Fink. From 6 yards out, another Rough Rider Jackalope Stash touchdown for the blue and gold.
Great run from Dylan Fink. Nice stiff
block.
arm there.
Nice block out there. Mabry's out there. Snethkamp's out there. Very cool.
Double checked with our statistician, Andy Ramble. I think that's Fink's first varsity touchdown.
Congratulations to Dylan. Brady Triplett on the attempt at PAT. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 6:45 remaining here in the first half, it's the Rough Riders 28, the Wildcats.
The importance of quality in-car driving instruction for St. Mary's and surrounding communities for over 20 years. Live classroom and online options are available for our students. Capabilities also administers the Ohio BMV driver's exam for our students and the general public. Contact Capabilities today to learn more about our driver's education services.
Plus One Professionals Real Estate always goes the extra mile. Besides listing and selling, they offer free use of their moving van and a free interior design consultation to their customers. Plus One Professionals going the extra mile.
Laura Yelton State Farm, servicing the St. Mary's area since 1989. With your life, home, and auto insurance needs. Call or stop in today and see Laura or Logan Yelton for a free quote. Go Rough Riders!
Back at Grand Lake Health Systems Field, Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell. 6:45 remaining on the American Legion scoreboard here in the first half. Want to remind our viewers along the way to stay with us at a halftime for the Guarneri Pizzeria and Pub halftime show. We've got our Rough Rider trivia question, our big Rough Rider replay, and of course we will show you the Riders script, the marching St. Mary's All Brass Band script riders in its entirety. Brady Triplett puts a foot to it and puts it into the end zone. I think he likes this game.
Yes, he's getting better and better as the year goes. This whole team is peaking right now, Joe.
They are. Let's see. So the Kenton Wildcats will have it 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Saw Brady Triplett exercise his maybe his chip game there, his iron on the last one with a little back spin on it.
Oh yeah.
That one was his driver. That was that was going into the concession stand.
So it'll be Corbin Johnson bringing this offense out for the Kenton Wildcats. It's pretty much been non-existent here in the first half. McFarland on the reception, and we got a little we got Owen Ott down there, of course.
Yeah.
Watch Owen Ott. He's down there mixing it up a little bit. So we'll give him a gain of about 4 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 6. Pass was complete to McFarland. Corbin Johnston will give him a gain of about 2.
Just 3 down defensive linemen for St. Mary's. Owen Ott playing middle linebacker and only gave up a couple yards on that. It's pretty amazing what these guys are doing tonight defensively.
Here's a Minster Bank money down for this Rough Rider defense. 3rd, and we'll call it 3.
Screen.
And it'll be a first down for Kenton. And Ruvolt was the first one to put a hand on the receiver, but not before they gain a first down, and it'll be placed at the Kenton 44-yard line.
Really could have got 65 for being downfield when that was thrown, but it was pretty close. They've been trying to get that all night. They've run it a couple times, and it hasn't been there. Definitely was open that time.
Hummel on the reception. He's in Rough Rider territory, and he's plastered out of bounds.
Corbin Johnson's pass complete to number 1, Maddox Hummel. 43 play is a Wildcat first down.
Well, you do not want Kenton getting in a rhythm right now.
No, not at all.
5 minutes left here, second quarter. Need a big stop here. Let your offense eat up the clock.
Oh, mercy, what a stick by Taylor Compton. The running back was Blaine Bushong, number 4, and he ended up on his back. Nice stick, textbook tackle there by Taylor Compton.
Absolutely. Wrapping him up around the legs.
Putting him on his back.
Putting him down.
Whew. Stevens is going to be a quarterback draw, and he should be short of a first down. He's going to be close. All depends on where the officials mark the football. It's going to be 3rd down and about 1 for the Kenton Wildcats. They're in a hurry-up style of offense. Minster Bank money down for this Rough Rider defense. Johnson looks over to Zach Turner. And he's going to keep it himself, and he's going to pick up a Kenton first down. It'll be inside they're going to mark it right at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs for the Kenton Wildcats, 4:20 on the American Legion scoreboard. You can see the clock in the lower right-hand portion of your screen. 1st and 10, Kenton. Pass across the middle is incomplete. Pass was intended for Maddox McFarland.
They've tried this particular route 4 or 5 times, and it's been overthrown each time. That time was the closest we've seen to a reception to McFarland. He's getting frustrated with it, but Kenton's quarterback's getting closer.
Yeah. Taylor Compton gets a hand on his ankles and brings him down, but not before he picks up about 3 on the play. McFarland is the 4th leading receiver in the Western Buckeye League. He's averaging about 15 yards per catch.
Oh, mercy.
Taylor Compton again. I believe that's Taylor Compton, or is it Caleb Turner?
I think that was Caleb Turner.
Caleb Turner?
Yep, 93.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
Nice job. Pick that thing out of the air. If you're going to knock it down, you might as well catch it.
Absolutely.
Well, that would be exciting to watch him go with.
He's got the speed, too, you know.
Well, we've got a timeout on the field called by the Kenton Wildcats. We'll take a quick break. We'll come right back.
Are you in the need of storage space? At Spring Street Storage, we have several units to help organize your life. From 10 by 10 to 10 by 30, we have units to keep your valuables dry and clean. We offer monthly rentals and long-term discounts. Give us a call at 567-279-1536 for all your storage needs.
4th down and 7 for the Kenton Wildcats. Ball is at the Rough Rider 27-yard line. Big play for this Rough Rider defense. Got a man in motion. Here comes the Rough Rider defense. Passes out, and the pass is caught. It'll be a first down for Kenton.
Thought that they may try a screen or try to hoodwink them with a trick play or a double pass or something, but really just a pretty basic 12-yard stop, curl back.
Johnston on the carry. Well, they got plenty of time.
You know, Johnston's trying to run, but he doesn't look comfortable running, does he? No. He sort of just obviously doesn't want to get hit too much with it. We obviously have seen some quarterbacks eat up St. Mary's like that.
Pass is complete to number 10. That is Gavin Sealscott, also a freshman. It'll be second down and it's first and goal. Johnston on the carry, calls his own number. We'll give him a gain of about 1 or 2 on the play. Game clock continues to roll, 2:38 and ticking.
Got to watch out for the screen. Got to watch out for some of those quick passes out into the flats. They're just trying to set up.
Or the jailbreak screen,
yep,
which works usually in about this type of a situation. Here comes the Rudder defense, and he throws it out of bounds. Ooh. Nice pressure by Cameron Dameyer.
Oh, that seems like that could have been grounding to me. He's still in the pocket. And, I mean, that's pretty far away from his receiver.
Minster Bank money down for this Rough Rider defense, 3rd and goal. Ball is at the 6.
Jailbreak screen.
And it's going to be
fumbled.
A touchdown. A fumble. Well, I think as soon as he crosses the goal line, it's a touchdown. So it's going to be a touchdown for the Kenton Wildcats.
Yeah, ball came out when he hit the ground, but he definitely had possession and put it across the line before that.
Yeah, so the ground can't cause a fumble, so it's a touchdown for Kenton. 2:11 remaining in the first half. Kenton is on the American Legion scoreboard, and they're going to go for 2.
Ooh.
Johnston looking across the middle, and it is touched by about 3 Rough Riders, and it falls incomplete. So with 2:11 remaining in the first half on the American Legion scoreboard, it's your St. Mary's Rough Riders 28, the Kenton Wildcats 6. Back right after this.
Albert Sporting Goods, outfitting your team since 1980. Our products consist of individual and team equipment for all community organizations, club teams, high school and collegiate sports. We personalize your gear with embroidery, screen printing, digitizing and graphic design with on-site services to deliver quality uniforms, spirit wear, and fulfill every equipment need. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com.
And speaking of great teams, St. Mary's Foundry would like to thank its very own team of hardworking employees for their loyalty and dedication. If you're looking for rewarding challenges and first-string wages and benefits, check us out at stmfoundry.com or on hometownopportunities.com. St. Mary's Foundry, where iron and ingenuity meet.
Miller Funeral Home has been serving the Rough Rider community in its time of need since the 70s. Our business is a family affair, dedicated to serving families with integrity, dignity, and compassion. Miller Funeral Home, proud to be a supporter of the Rough Rider community.
This kickoff return is being brought to you by Varsity Lanes and St. Mary's. Back to receive the kickoff, Kessler and Dixon. Rough Riders anticipating an onside kick here.
Looks like it.
And it's a short kick. It's going to bounce at about the 30. It gets past Kessler, and it bounces right up to him. So if he can, and he's going to get it back to about the 26-yard line, but
Almost made something out of nothing.
Absolutely.
Dangerous ball, too.
It is. So you got to field it.
Yeah, it's an onside kick no matter where it is on the field. Good job from Kessler.
So the Roughriders still have plenty of time to take it the length of the football field with 2:06 remaining. They'll have to go about 74 yards, but man in motion is Kessler. They give it to him. He's got the corner. He's got one man to beat. He'll cut back to the middle. He'll cross the 50-yard line. That'll be a Fowler TV first down. Nice run by Kessler.
Ooh, boy.
He gives him a different look.
It's just a different gear. He's so quick through the hole. He's got really long strides.
Yeah.
He's got it's hard angle. He doesn't. He's past the people before they have time to make a good
ball at the 50. Here comes Osborne. Osborne to get about a yard on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 9.
Riders running a hurry-up offense,
yes,
Joe.
They are. Turn, give the ball to Mabry. Mabry, one tackle to break, but he gets a Fowler TV first down. It'll be at the 29-yard line. Clock will stop while they move the chains. Boy, he was just about a one tackle away from taking that one to the house.
Just like that, minute 20 left, ticking down, and St. Mary's knocking on the door.
Kessler. He'll hop over a would-be tackler, and he'll get to about the 23-yard line. We've got a timeout called on the field, I believe.
Yep.
That's
St. Mary's
Miller Funeral Home timeout called by the Roughriders. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Explore Jackalope Stash Men's Clothing Store located in downtown St. Mary's for all of your men's clothing needs. Here at this brick and mortar haberdashery, you will find clothing needs for every formal or informal occasion, making any man who shops at Jackalope Stash the best dressed in the room. Do you have an upcoming wedding, dance, or date night? Get fitted for a dapper tuxedo or fashionable suit. Quality, style, stash. Jackalope Stash. Visit us online, or better yet, come see us in downtown St. Mary's, where riders shop.
Alrighty, back at Grand Lake Health Systems Field, Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell. Stick around for our Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub halftime show. Got a lot of stuff going on at halftime, so it'll be 2nd down, and we'll call it 4 for the Roughriders. The ball is placed at the Kenton 23-yard line. Aiden Minerding gets the play from head coach Bo Fry, obviously during the timeout. They may run 2 plays.
Yeah, they probably called a couple plays to run back-to-back. Noah Dixon's trying to say, we don't need the second play.
Well, so that'll be a first down, a Fowler TV. Nice run by Noah Dixon. Good job up front. We're in the Sean Barnett electrical zone also.
Just powering right through the Sean Barnett red zone.
Xander Post, Camden Roth. Here comes Mabry, squares his shoulders, and he'll be tackled inside the 5-yard line.
Just like that, you went from 1 minute and hoping to make sure you have enough time to score to now thinking, okay, we need to run some clock downs before we give the ball back to Kenton probably.
Well, we got a Miller Funeral Home timeout on the field. We'll take a break. We'll come right back with the final 42 seconds of the first half right after this.
TSC is bringing fiber optic high-speed internet to your rural community. Power your household with upload and download speeds as high as 1 gigabit. GigaSpire technology provides blazing fast speeds and whole home coverage so you can enjoy an unrivaled online experience. At TSC, we look forward to bringing you hometown local service, saving you money, and welcoming you to the TSC Gigahood.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes is a middle school and high school club looking to spread God's love throughout numerous schools and communities of our local area. FCA's favorite play of the game is both teams joining together in prayer at the conclusion of the game. God bless you, sports fans.
Alrighty, back at Grand Lake Health Systems Field. Well, the Rough Riders find themselves 2nd and goal. The ball is on the 2-yard line. Full house in the backfield. Turn, touchdown, Rough Riders. I want to say
Caleb Schmidt.
Good job by the offensive line up front. Let's give them credit. Gavin Ehlers, Will Glass, Terry Umborski, Roth, Post, and Fischbach.
And actually, Kobe Reineke was in there, big number 70 as well.
Okay, 77 is in there. We mentioned Post.
Yep.
So,
seniors getting it done. Last game on this field.
Jackalope Stash touchdown. Here comes the Jackalope Stash PAT by Triplett.
Joe, you see the black Guardian helmet from Kenton?
Yes.
We had somebody send in a question, and I don't know the answer. They asked, besides it just being a fashion faux pas, not being red like the other helmets, they wondered if that was a rule that it had to match the other helmets, something like that. So we'll have to ask Bill Krug about it this week.
So the Jackalope Stash point after is good by Triplett with 38 ticks remaining on the American Legion scoreboard. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Rough Riders lead 35-6.
Hey there, Rough Rider country. If you need a van, truck, car, SUV, motorcycle, camper, boat, or any other form of transportation, come on down to Schaff Auto Sales. I know you got vehicle needs, and I got needs too. I need to know that you got the right kind of truck to get the job done. And I need to know that you got a fun set of wheels to cruise around in. And I need to know that your kids are safe when you take them for a ride.
Thanks, Aaron High, the car guy.
I'm Aaron High, the car guy with Schaff Auto Sales. I sell cars to Rough Rider fans, because that's what I am, and that's who I care about.
Buffalo Wild Wings in St. Mary's, proud to support Rough Rider athletics and the Memorial student athletes. Join Buffalo Wild Wings for each Rough Riders football game, streamed on Rider Nation Station. Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, drinks, sports.
Faux pas.
All righty, we welcome you back to Grand Lake Health Systems Field. Taking a look at a couple of the scores in the Western Buckeye League. Bath is leading Defiance at the half, 14-0. OG's leading Salina at the half, 14-0. So a couple of shockers right there in the Western Buckeye League. This kickoff is being brought to you by our friends at Varsity Lanes, and it's a touchback.
There's going to be some people that look at this score and be pretty surprised, too. Kenton held to just 6 first downs, 6 points, and only 103 total yards.
Now keep in mind, this Kenton offense came in as the #1 total offensive team in the Western Buckeye League, and the Rough Riders have pretty much shut them down.
Yeah, this is not us just being nice to Kenton and prepping them up at all before the game. This is a good offense that has been really controlled tonight.
Johnston throws it out, and it's caught, and good. Oh, gee, they're trying to swat the ball down and cause a fumble. Did you see that?
Yeah, he's got to be a little careful about that. He's definitely trying to swat the ball, but some of those swings reach the head area.
Yeah, that's Luke Bournes. Yeah, the second one got him on about the middle of the back. We've got another Miller Funeral Home timeout called on the field. We'll take a break. We'll be back.
St. Mary's Eagles 767 is dedicated to promoting the general welfare of the citizens of St. Mary's by giving special attention to public improvements. They are also committed to helping meet the public needs and all that relates to the betterment, convenience, and comforts of the citizens of St. Mary's. For more information on how you can become a member, call 419-394-3257 or stop in during business hours at 404 East Spring Street in St. Mary's. St. Mary's Eagles, 767. People helping people.
St. Mary's Rider Rooters.
All righty, back at Grand Lake Health Systems Field. Johnston pulls the ball down. He's flushed out of the pocket, and he is tackled by Caleb Turner. It'll be first down for Kenton, 16 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Just one timeout remaining. Clock will stop for that first down. They rush to the line. Clock has restarted.
4 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They're going to the right, and Bournes, again, tries to strip the ball.
The good thing about that is him holding him up knocked another 4 seconds off the clock.
Kept him in bounds. That was good decision. But we still have a Miller Funeral Home timeout called on the field by the Kenton Wildcats. We'll be back. We've got 2 ticks remaining. We'll be right back.
St. Mary's Rider Rooters has been a pillar of support for all St. Mary's athletes for well over 40 years. Our current membership drive is ongoing, and it has its perks. Consider joining in support of the St. Mary's athletes. Join us at the game or scan the QR code. Go Riders!
Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub has partnered with Rider Nation Station this season so that every Friday night, Guarneri's can be Roughrider Central. Guarneri's will be streaming Roughrider football live every Friday night at 7, paired with your favorite Rider aid. Call Guarneri's during or after the game to place your pickup order for pizza, wings, or hoagies at 419-394-2244. Remember, Guarneri's, home of the signature Big Ralph.
2nd down and 1 for Kenton. 2 seconds remaining. Hook and ladder. And it is stopped by Luke Bournes. And that's going to be the end of the first half. With the score on the American Legion scoreboard, the St. Mary's Rough Riders 35, the Kenton Wildcats 6. We'll be back with the Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub halftime show right after this.
Are you looking for a fun place to grab a bite to eat and a few drinks? Then stop by Roots Pub on Spring Street in downtown St. Mary's. The kitchen is open from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. The food menu still has all the classic favorites, but now also has some tasty new options. Roots Pub always has a game on and has live entertainment every weekend from some of the best bands around. Check out our Facebook page for a full entertainment schedule and daily food specials. Roots Pub, your go-to place for great food, cold drinks, and a fun atmosphere.
Hi, I'm Jay Gibson, proud owner of Varsity Lanes since 2003. Visit Varsity Lanes for exceptional fun and mouth-watering food. Opt for our classic ham and cheese or choose from various other delectable options. Every Friday night, join Rough Rider fans in the lounge for food, drinks, and St. Mary's football. Can't make it? Takeout and delivery service is available. Varsity Lanes is your go-to spot for daily lunch specials and dinner options. Whether you dine in, take out, or opt for delivery, Varsity Lanes, locally owned and operated, and the home of state bowling champions, and where amazing dining meets fun. Tempted? Visit or call us now. Have you made the call yet?
We did!
The St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation is proud to support St. Mary's athletics. We invite you to become a member of the Alumni Foundation by checking out our website at www.mhsaf.com or checking us out on Facebook. Good luck, Riders.
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, scholarships in education, Boy Scouts, oratorical, and shooting sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
All righty, we welcome you back to Grand Lake Health Systems Field. Joe Hurlbert, Zach Farrell, 35-6 on the American Legion scoreboard. Rough Riders on top. It's time now for our Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub halftime show. This is our Rough Rider trivia question for week number 8. It's a good one. This MHS class of 1961 football and track star played football at the U.S. Coast Guard, his 4th class year. And his head coach at the academy was a former Cleveland Browns quarterback. This Rough Rider was a track star all 4 years at the academy. Named this 1961 MHS grad and his famous head coach. Once again, this MHS class of 1961 football star and track star played football at the U.S. Coast Guard, his 4th class year. And his head coach at the academy was a former Cleveland Browns quarterback. This Rough Rider was a track star all 4 years at the academy, named this 1961 MHS grad, and his famous coach. And of course you see him and his coach and him performing track at the U.S. Coast Guard Academy. So with that being said, text your answers to us. We'll be picking a winner later on in the game. And, of course, right now let's take a look at our halftime statistics. Once again, I'll turn it over to Zach.
Yeah, this is pretty amazing, Joe. St. Mary's 17 first downs, Kenton just 8. St. Mary's total yards 334.
Wow.
Kenton 139. Kenton's 11 for 18 passing with 1 touchdown, 111 passing yards. St. Mary's no passing yards, 38 rushes for 334 yards. Kenton 13 rushes for 28 yards. Penalties, St. Mary's 2 for 19, cleaning that up a lot better this week.
Absolutely.
Kenton 4 penalties for 31 yards. St. Mary's is 3 for 4 on third down conversions. Kenton 3 for 7 on third down conversions. Kenton's got 3 punts for an average of 38 yards per punt. St. Mary's' average drive has started on their 31.8 yard line. Kenton on their 21.6 yard line. St. Mary's time of possession 14 minutes and 47 seconds. Kenton 9 minutes and 13 seconds. Dominic Osborne leading the way for the Riders with 11 rushes, 50 yards and 2 touchdowns. Colton Mabry, though, matching him in yardage, 10 rushes, 58 yards. Caleb Schmidt, 8 rushes, 73 yards and 1 touchdown. And I don't have Kessler's stats right here, but he's got to have at least 75 yards and 1 touchdown on his 2 runs. Pretty amazing. 3 guys right now with over 50 yards rushing for St. Mary's at halftime. Kenton, Corbin Johnson, 11 for 18, 107 yards and a touchdown. Corbin Johnson, also the leading rusher, 10 rushes for 31 yards. Receiving, Zane Perkins, 6 for 7 for 49 yards. Maddox Hommel, 2 for 3, 41 yards. Just an impressive display tonight for all phases of the ball for St. Mary's so far. They need to keep it up. They need to keep the pressure on Kenton. This team can catch up to you fairly easily. 35-6 is a big lead, but this is a high-scoring, quick-scoring offense. When they don't score, the clock doesn't count down because they're making a lot of passes. So really important that St. Mary's continue to keep up the pressure in the second half, especially defensively.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to step away, and as we do, we're going to listen to the big Roughrider replay. Then we'll go to commercial break, and we'll come back so we can present to you in its entire the script writer performed tonight by the St. Mary's Memorial Brass Band. We'll take a break. This is your big Roughrider replay, and then we'll be right back.
The Roughriders will have done it again in 1993. They're 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it on home. You can put them on the bus. It is over. The St. Mary's Memorial Roughriders win it.
The St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation is proud to support St. Mary's athletics. We invite you to become a member of the Alumni Foundation by checking out our website at www.mhsaf.com or checking us out on Facebook. Good luck, Riders.
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, scholarships in education, Boy Scouts, oratorical, and shooting sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
Auglaize Equipment Rental is your source for all your equipment needs. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a project, we can help get the job done more efficiently. Check us out at 1900 Salina Road or AuglaizeEquipmentRental.com or just call 419-394-7883. Auglaize Equipment Rental.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Spees. Welcome to Spees Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
As a family practice, Spees Chiropractic welcomes in patients of all ages. Whether this is your first time or you've done this before, Dr. Spees and his compassionate staff are here for you. What makes Spees Chiropractic unique is their 3-tier approach. By using chiropractic care alongside massage therapy and physical therapy, all your healthcare needs will be treated compassionately and comprehensively. Spees Chiropractic. Make the right choice for your care.
Alrighty, we welcome you back to Grand Lake Health Systems Field as the St. Mary's Memorial Brass Band is getting ready to perform Script Riders tonight for this crowd at Grand Lake Health Systems Field.
I was able to march with the band my freshman year, played bass drum. This is an absolute awesome time as a band member. Doing Script Riders, walking through it, feeling like you're part of Ohio State, and there's Script Ohio. Kids love it, and it's a great way to honor one of the seniors too, dotting the I in the Riders. Voted on by their peers.
Voted on by senior members of the band, dotting the I this evening is Luke Hertenstein, son of Toby and Dee Hertenstein. ladies and gentlemen, and their parents are to be commended for their outstanding musicianship, personality, and service to the band program and Memorial High School. Their accomplishments and dedication are a testament to the importance that music plays in their everyday life. Kenton Bear.
Well, we apologize for the technical difficulties as far as the script writer is concerned. I know you caught the last portion of it. Hopefully, we'd like to be able to play, I think. Hopefully, maybe if we talk to the people in the truck, we could play it in its entirety at the end of tonight's ball game and then go into the stats and wrap things up. So you can at least see the script writers by the band, but we'll talk with the people down in the trucks making all the decisions. But nonetheless, the final play of the first half was a hook and ladder by Kenton. It was stopped and for a short gain, and that was the end of the first half. So it's 35-6 on the American Legion scoreboard. And of course, do we have any winners?
No, we may need to give that back out because I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
I don't know how many people heard on the stream.
Good point. We'll do it. Okay, we'll do the Roughrider trivia question again because we don't know when we went out from up here. So this MHS class of 1961 football and track star played football at the U.S. Coast Guard his fourth class year, and his head coach at the academy was a former Cleveland Browns quarterback. This Roughrider was a track star all 4 years at the academy. Named this 1961 MHS grad and his famous head coach. That's his head coach right there, and that's the MHS grad. So name the MHS grad who played at the academy and his famous Cleveland Brown coach right there. Right now, I believe the band is playing the alma mater. I think it's played by the seniors. Maybe that's what they do.
They bring them forward, and they do play the alma mater. They used to also do the Parents' Night Walkout. But congratulations to the seniors. Special congratulations to Luke Hertenstein, honored tonight by his fellow seniors, voted to dot the I. Great honor and great commitment and commitment to excellence for our marching band. Man, they've just getting better and better, it seems like, every year, and it's because classes like these group of seniors that you see on the field.
I'll see if I can get something up here. Let's take a look at some of the scores around the Western Buckeye League and the area at halftime. At half, it's still Bath and Defiance. Bath leads 14-0. That's the last score that I've got. They've been stuck on halftime for a long time. Salina trails OG at the half, 14-0. Walpock leads Elida at the half just by 21-0 score. Of course, Van Wert leads Shawnee at the half, 14-13. Coldwater leads New Bremen at the half, 14-7. Marion Local all over Anna at the half, 42-0. Minster's beating Versailles at the half, 28-0. And Fort Recovery's leading Parkway at the half, 24-10. And St. Henry is in the second quarter. They lead Delphos St. John's by a score of 7-0. So those are some of the scores around the Western Buckeye League and the MAC. Of course, next week we'll take this road show on the road at Elida. I will not be present next Friday, so we'll have, I believe,
we're not sure on the second seat yet, but I will be here, so I may be doing play-by-play.
Okay, that'll be good. So we'll
if you say so.
No, you can do it. I know you can do it. I know you can.
I did one game last year,
absolutely.
2 years ago.
Perfect. Yep. So that'll be at Elida. Then, of course, our final game of the regular season will be on the road at Bath, and that will conclude the 2024 regular football season, and we'll just have to wait to see where everything falls out as far as postseason play is concerned for the Roughriders. The Roughriders are making their way out onto the field in preparation for second half action. We're going to step away. We'll be right back.
I'm Larry Gruber, longtime educator and St. Mary's wrestling coach. If you're in need for any electrical upgrades, whether big or small, for your business or home, reach out to Sean Barnett Electrical at 567-259-8343. Wondering what it would cost to have a generator for your home or business? Contact Sean Burnett Electrical for a complimentary estimate for installation and yearly maintenance. Trying to do electrical work on your own can be shocking and painful. Yow! I'm in Sean's corner, and Sean will be in yours for all your electrical needs.
The importance of quality driver's education for our teens is essential. Capabilities has provided classroom and in-car driving instruction for St. Mary's and surrounding communities for over 20 years. Live classroom and online options are available for our students. Capabilities also administers the Ohio BMV driver's exam for our students and the general public. Contact Capabilities today to learn more about our driver's education services.
Do you find yourself faced with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving? If so, call attorney David Walbacher at 216-225-9181. That's attorney David Walbacher for all your legal needs.
In need of a marketing idea for your business or organization? From concept to execution, we are your go-to for promotional products, signage, apparel, print materials, graphic design, and fundraising. Freedom Marketing Strategies is a Roughrider-owned business with over 50 years of marketing, graphic design, and fundraising support. Call Sissy or Gail today to get started.
St. Mary's traditions include football, SMAB, and Fowler's TV. Founded in 1957 by Richard and Peggy, Fowler's TV is celebrated, like a Roughrider First Down, for its dedication to high-quality electronics, custom installations of indoor and outdoor TVs, Sonos sound systems, surveillance systems, and...
I don't always put a new roof on my house, but when I do, I call Eric Anderson with Grand Lake Roofing.
If you're looking for a fast, reliable, trustworthy roofing service, give myself and my team a call at Grand Lake Roofing, 567-890-ROOF.
Are you in the need of storage space? At Spring Street Storage, we have several units to help organize your life. From 10 by 10 to 10 by 30, we have units to keep your valuables dry and clean. We offer monthly rentals and long-term discounts. Give us a call at 567-279-1536 for all your storage needs.
Back at Grand Lake Health Systems Field, we're just moments away from the start of the second half. You know, you mentioned something about the Guardian helmet and the color that matches. You know, during our rules of the game, we had an opportunity to talk with Bill Krug, and I made a comment about one of the rules they need to do is make jerseys and numbers more of a contrast so you can read them. Last week, Shawnee's black jerseys and red numbers, it was very, very difficult being this far away from the playing surface to identify numbers. And he says it's in the rule book.
Yeah.
He said the first 4 pages is nothing about what you can wear, what you can't wear, the contrast of numbers and things of that nature. So
yeah,
it's in the rule book, but sometimes they just don't do it. He said he even got to the point where the towels that the players wear all have to be the same color. You can't have 3 players with white ones and a player with a blue one. That's a penalty.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Speaking of colors, just wanted to give a shout out again. We have our pom-poms up here. Alumni Foundation and Tailgate for Cancer is doing a pink out tonight for cancer, and that's why you'll see the pink highlighted armbands and leg bands.
Okay. All righty. Well, the Rough Riders headed around their special teams coach, Bo Fry and Nick Yale. And we'll wait for the arrival of the Kenton Wildcats. Of course, the Rough Riders will kick it off as you see Brady Triplett placing the tee down on the 40-yard line.
Second half kickoff looking like it's going to be around 8:29. And that Jackalope Stash Field temperature 66 degrees now, Joe.
So it's going down about 10 degrees?
Almost 10 degrees.
All righty, Rough Riders lead 35-6.
Thanks everybody for tuning in to our Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub halftime show. We're going to try to get that posted as soon as possible tonight so that everybody can see the whole halftime show. We did record script writers, so we'll try to get that posted for everyone to watch.
And we apologize for the technical difficulties that we had for the script writers, but it will be able to be seen on our YouTube channel. So this Rough Rider kickoff is being brought to you by Varsity Lanes in St. Mary's. Brady Triplett, the last time he kicked it here, kicked it into the end zone. Of course, virtually no wind. This is going to be a short kickoff, and it's dropped. The returner for Kenton was Blaine Bushong.
It's one of those scary ones where that little extra step and the little delay puts our guys in bad positions, and sometimes that turns into a big play. Good job, everyone, wrapping them up.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Kenton Wildcats. It'll be placed at their own 27-yard line. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Passes out, and nice tackle there. Ball's on the ground, but I think he's going to be called down. Luke Bourne's out there on the tackle. Luke reaches out, grabs a hold of his jersey, and pulls him to the ground.
Yeah, the ground calls the fumble, definitely down, but good tackle.
Johnston up the middle, and he's going to be close to a 1st down, but this should bring up a Minster Bank money down for the Rough Riders. We'll call it 3rd down and a short 1.
I bet Taylor Compton really wants that one back. He had a chance to deliver a big hit there and just whiffed a bit.
He's going to barely make it by about a half a yard. They're going to move the chains. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Kenton Wildcats.
Not sure what the commotion is on the St. Mary's sideline with the referees.
So they're going to start the game clock. Johnston across the middle. And pass is complete, but we'll give him a gain of about 8 on the play.
Well, Kenton definitely made some good adjustments at half, found some holes in the St. Mary's coverage, trying to exploit those. Fortunately for St. Mary's, there are some pretty short routes, and they are eating up the clock, which is important when you got 29-point lead.
Be another 1st down for Kenton as they're starting to move the football a little bit better than they did in the 1st half and virtually doing it through the air. So to bring up a 1st down for Kenton, they're in Rough Rider territory. Ball is placed at the Rough Rider 42. Well, the Rough Rider defensive front needs to put pressure on Johnston. Pass was intended for Zane Perkins, falls incomplete. A little bit of pressure put on there by Caleb Turner.
Yeah, so far, Kenton's offensive line doing a better job of stopping some of the pressure from just the 3-down linemen, but St. Mary's sent 5 guys that time in a blitz.
Johnston, 3-step drop.
Screen.
Break screen. Nice job there by Taylor Compton. Read that one extremely well.
Sure did.
So to bring up 3rd down, we'll call it 7 for Kenton.
Maddox McFarland had a lot of space to run that if Compton didn't make that tackle.
Minster Bank bunny down for this Rough Rider defense. Pass across the middle, and he's going to pick up a 1st down.
McFarland's just running an easy 7-yard out and just settling down right there in that zone.
Well, you kind of wonder when they did this. We talked about it in the pregame show that they do a lot of this short stuff And then all of a sudden they'll go up top and try to go over you.
Yeah, they'll wait for some of the St. Mary's guys to start cheating on that route, and they'll throw. They'll do a double move too, a pump it to him, and send somebody deep.
Yep.
Ball's out.
Loose. Ball's still loose.
Flags are coming in now. Kenton fell on the ball after all of that. That was number 12, Grady Clement Beasley. He's the running back that we talked about seeing all night. Had a nice run there. Good job from St. Mary's knocking that ball out, though, and then it was just a mayhem on the ground.
You know, it was all of a sudden all three flags came out at virtually the same time. So you just kind of wonder if somebody said something in the pile or if they.
I think somebody came in a little too late.
Oh, right there. It's called on 26 on the defense. I don't necessarily see that.
Well, it was late, but it wasn't really a hit. He was just kind of digging through the pile for the ball.
Exactly. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Kenton. Ball is at the Roughrider 13-yard line. Johnston, he'll get about 2 yards on the play. Good job there by, I want to say, Dan Meyer and Caleb Turner.
Wesley
Second
Blair.
down. Go ahead.
Wesley Blair on that just hit with a tough penalty. We'll take a look at it, rules of the game this week, but I thought he was just digging for the ball.
Pass across the middle, touchdown Kenton.
Number 1 target of the night, Perkins. Just a nice little in route, one-on-one coverage. Well thrown, not bad. Not bad coverage. That's really everywhere you can play. Just try to get a hand in there and knock it down.
Johnson goes back on the 2-point attempt. He'll pass it out here, and it is good. Pass is complete to Grady Clement Beasley, so the 2-point conversion is good. So on the American Legion scoreboard with 9 minutes remaining in the third quarter, the Rough Riders lead 35-14. We'll be back right after this.
Albert Sporting Goods, outfitting your team since 1980. Our products consist of individual and team equipment for all community organizations, club teams, high school and collegiate sports. We personalize your gear with embroidery, screen printing, digitizing and graphic design with on-site services to deliver quality uniforms, spirit wear, and fulfill every equipment need. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com.
Plus One Professionals Real Estate always goes the extra mile. Besides listing and selling, they offer free use of their moving van and a free interior design consultation to their customers. Plus One Professionals, going the extra mile.
This kickoff return is being brought to you by our friends at Varsity Lanes. Back to receive the kickoff, Noah Dixon 0 and Jacob Kessler 14. So, of course, the second line of defenders here for St. Mary's is about 6 yards behind the front line, so they're looking for a short kick, and he kicks it out of bounds.
Whew, pretty good onside kick, really. Rolled along the ground, and
there's a Roots Pub penalty flag. Obviously, they're going to get it for kicking it out of bounds. So,
got 10 yards. That's not bad. You got a little bit faster guy there. He might grab that.
I know. So the Rough Riders should get possession of the football. 1st and 10. It'll be at their own
against the kicking team.
Yard.
Results 1st down, St. Mary's.
Huh.
And the penalty's where it gets kicked out of bounds, too. 5 yards from there.
So they'll place it at the Kenton Wildcat, we'll call it 48-yard line. Rough Riders' first possession here in the second half. We'll see how they do, if the momentum will stay with them. They played an excellent first half. Mabry ducks under a tackle at the line of scrimmage, and he picks up about 8 yards on the play, so we'll call it 2nd down and 2.
That was actually Caleb Schmidt.
I'm sorry, Caleb Schmidt.
Great job. I think Mabry led the way through there. Sort of Dyson submarining under the whole line and coming out the other side with 9 yards.
Mabry on the sweep. Gets to the outside. He's to the 30, to the 25, to the 20, to the 10. He's knocked out of bounds at about the, they'll call it the 13-yard line. So the Rough Riders make it into the Sean Barnett Electrical red zone. Nice blocking on the corners for the Rough Riders. Nice run by Colton Mabry.
Got confirmation at halftime. Jacob Kessler, 3 rushes for 92 yards and a touchdown.
Pretty good average.
That's a really good average. Colton Mabry and Dominic Osborne right now both sitting with 11 rushes.
Full house in the backfield. Turn, give the ball to Osborne. Osborne squares his shoulders, gets it to about the 6-yard line before he's brought down by Leland Holland for the Kenton Wildcats.
Osborne, 12 rushes for 57 yards and 2 touchdowns. Colton Mabry, 11 rushes for 85 yards. Caleb Schmidt, 9 rushes for 81 yards. Kessler, 3 rushes for 92 yards. That is a stable.
It is. Full house in the backfield. Turn, give the ball to Schmidt, and he'll get it inside the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at about the 3, I think, when they all unpile. We're taking you right inside the Rough Rider huddle. Aiden Minerding out over center. Full house in the backfield. Turn, give the ball to Schmidt. And he's going to be close to the goal line. He's going to be inside the 1, I believe. So it's going to be second down and short.
He was working for that one. Man, he wanted that. Good call by the ref, though. Just knee down at the 2 or 3 yard line and ball sitting at the 1 yard line, maybe half-yard line.
Yep. Ball inside the 1 yard line. First and goal. Full house in the backfield. Minerding under Emborski. He'll do the quarterback sneak, and it should be nothing from the officials. They'll wait till they unpile.
Touchdown,
Rough Riders. 1 yard quarterback sneak by Aiden Minerding, and the Rough Riders on their first possession here in the second half. Put 6 on the board with the Jackalope Stash point after coming.
Scary for a second there, Joe. We can see on the backside that ball was a little loose off the snap. It was kind of dropping down between his legs a little bit, but he grabbed it and just kind of fell backwards in the end zone. Good job from Aiden Minerding securing that.
Brady Triplett attempts the Jackalope Stash PAT. Luke Rammel will hold. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 6:49 remaining here in the third quarter, it's the Rough Riders 41, the Wildcats 14. We'll be right back.
Explore Jackalope Stash Men's Clothing Store located in downtown St. Mary's for all of your men's clothing needs. Here at this brick and mortar haberdashery, you will find clothing needs for every formal or informal occasion, making any man who shops at Jackalope Stash the best dressed in the room. Do you have an upcoming wedding, dance, or date night? Get fitted for a dapper tuxedo or fashionable suit. Quality, style, stash. Jackalope Stash. Visit us online, or better yet, come see us in downtown St. Mary's, where riders shop.
And speaking of great teams, St. Mary's Foundry would like to thank its very own team of hardworking employees for their loyalty and dedication. If you're looking for rewarding challenges and first-string wages and benefits, check us out at stmfoundry.com or on hometownopportunities.com. St. Mary's Foundry, where iron and ingenuity meet.
All righty, back at Grand Lake Health Systems Field, the final home game of the regular season for the Rough Riders. They're on top on the American Legion scoreboard, 42-14. This Rough Rider kickoff brought to you by Varsity Lanes. Nice high end-over-end kick. It'll go into the end zone. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Kenton Wildcats. on their own 20-yard line.
Such a weapon. Get that ball in the end zone every time.
Absolutely.
Don't give him a chance to bring it back. Start him on the 20-yard line.
So the Kenton Wildcats opened up the second half scoring. The Rough Riders answered with 7 of their own. 42-14 on the American Legion scoreboard. Four receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Lone back is Johnson. He's going to look. He's going to go out and up on the and then he overthrows the receiver. Pass was intended for Zane Perkins. No flag. Second down and 10.
Kenton fans and players and coaches looking for a flag there. Definitely a lot of grabbing from Luke Bournes on that. But a little overthrown. Not enough contact there to get that call, I don't think.
Johnson. Pass is complete to Maddox McFarland. We'll call it third down and 3 for the Kenton Wildcats. Money down for the Minster Bank, money down for the Rough Rider defense. Rough Riders jump, and that will give, well, wait a minute.
He didn't go into the zone. That was a good job staying back.
Absolutely. Johnston. And he's going to get a first down. It'll be stopped at the 35-yard line.
Corbin Johnson, the ball carrier, is all the way. It's a Wildcat first down.
Matthew Murray, little jump there, but didn't put himself too far over. Got himself back, composed himself.
Johnston. Oh! Luke Bournes with the stick.
Oh boy!
Boy, the receiver was number 10. That's Gavin Sealscott, a freshman, and I don't think he wants to be around anymore. I think he would just rather go over to the sideline and watch the rest of this ball game.
They're taking him out.
That was just perfect timing by Luke Bournes. That's the way you play it.
Welcome to varsity football, freshman.
Absolutely. Here comes the Rough Riders defense, and
just a little jailbreak screen. Zane Perkins again.
Wesley Blair in on the stop, number 26. Matt Murray.
Caleb Miller.
Yeah, this will bring up a third down and 2. Minster Bank money down for this Rough Rider defense. Johnston goes back, and he launches it. And the receiver, this is a late call.
Ooh.
I'd like to take a look at this one if we can on the replay. That was absolutely, I don't know. That's not pass interference.
Nobody even touched
that.
Him.
Is not pass interference. I don't agree with that one. This guy makes a cut. He trips over the white line, and then he goes down. And he gets called pass interference.
They are talking about it.
Yeah,
that's a little push in the back, but that's
no. Pick it up. There we go. Good call by the officials. I think that was a definite good call.
Yeah, that's a little too ticky-tacky. I'm proud that the guy, though,
they talked it over.
Absolutely. Other officials that were maybe a little closer saw a different angle.
Yep.
Got it right.
Very good. Very good. Fourth down, and we'll call it 3 for this Kenton Wildcat offense. Big play here for this defense. We'll see if Wesley Blair comes off the corner. He was a little anxious. Looking, here he comes. He's coming onto the inside. Pass goes out and it's complete to Bushong. And that'll be a first down. They keep him inbounds. The clock will stop while they move the chains.
Some chess match right there because Kenton saw that Wesley Blair was coming. They changed their play, or they or they adjusted their play, reset, threw right to his guy that he was over the top of.
First and 10, Kenton, ball at the Rough Rider 44, passes out, incomplete.
Good job, Taylor Compton.
Yep.
Taylor Compton working off of a block makes a tackle. That is just you can't coach that. You can't teach that. That's just instinct.
Just has a nose for the football. Passes out. That's a. I think he had visions of somebody sticking a helmet in his gut.
He definitely trying to look forward.
You better believe it.
About where he's going to get hit and who was coming.
He took it. You can see him take his eye off the football because he remembers his teammate got crushed. It'll be third down, a Minster Bank money down for this Rough Rider defense.
Need to watch out for that screen again.
Yep. Third down and 8.
Caleb Turner almost sniffed it out last time.
Corbin Johnson, quarterback draw, and he'll be tripped up, but not before he picks up about 4 yards on the play. So we'll call it fourth down and 5. They'll call it 4th and 4. So this will be another big defensive play for this Rough Rider defense. If they can turn them away here, they'll get their hands on the ball.
This offense is definitely coming back to their averages, but they're eating up a lot of clock, which is good.
Now we've got whistle on the field. We've got a Miller Funeral Home timeout called on the field. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, scholarships in education, Boy Scouts, oratorical, and shooting sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
Miller Funeral Home has been serving the Rough Rider community in its time of need since the 70s. Our business is a family affair, dedicated to serving families with integrity, dignity, and compassion. Miller Funeral Home, proud to be a supporter of the Rough Rider community.
All righty, we welcome you back. 3:15 remaining here in the third quarter at Grand Lake Health Systems Field, the final regular season home game for the Blue and Gold. Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell. It's 4th and we'll call it 4 for the Kenton Wildcats on the Rough Rider 38-yard line. Man in motion is McFarland. Here comes the Rough Rider defense, and it's completed. It was a nice pass completion from Johnston.
Pass complete to number 22, Maddox McFarland.
And put McFarland in motion there. Got the matchup that they wanted, sent him on sort of a wheel route. Just a really perfect thrown ball.
Shot across the middle, and it'll be another Kenton touchdown. That's that typical Kenton jailbreak screen where they just throw the pass to a slanting receiver, and he just does the rest on his own. So, well, there was a pancake block put on there by one of the Kenton offensive linemen. Mercy. So with 3:02 remaining here in the third quarter, the Kenton Wildcats score. They're going to go for 2. It's 42-20. Corbin Johnson's moving his receivers around. They'll have 4 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. He's in motion, so they'll overload the right side. Johnson in the corner, and it is dropped. Pass was intended for Zane Perkins. Pass is incomplete. The 2-point conversion fails, so with 3:02 remaining in the third quarter, On the American Legion scoreboard, St. Mary's Roughriders 42, the Kenton Wildcats 20. Back with the Kenton kickoff right after this.
Miller Funeral Home has been serving the Roughrider community in its time of need since the 70s. Our business is a family affair, dedicated to serving families with integrity, dignity, and compassion. Miller Funeral Home, proud to be a supporter of the Roughrider community.
Laura Yelton State Farm, servicing the St. Mary's area since 1989. With your life, home, and auto insurance needs. Call or stop in today and see Laura or Logan Yelton for a free quote. Go Roughriders!
TSC is bringing fiber optic high-speed internet to your rural community. Power your household with upload and download speeds as high as 1 gigabit. GigaSpire technology provides blazing fast speeds and whole home coverage so you can enjoy an unrivaled online experience. At TSC, we look forward to bringing you hometown local service, saving you money, and welcoming you to the TSC Gigahood.
What did he win? All righty, we welcome back as Zach Farrell is celebrating here in the booth. If we have the booth cam on, he's excited because he just won $75, right?
Thank you, Rider Rooters, I think.
Onside kick. Ooh, nice concentration there as the Roughriders were able to.
Luke Bourne's great job.
Yeah, good concentration right here. Boom, and he gets hit too. A little payback right there on his stick from earlier.
He delivered it earlier. He can take it.
Yep, that kickoff is brought to you by our friends at Varsity Lanes. And congratulations to my colleague Zach Farrell, $75. I'll let your wife know that you'll take her out to eat sometime over the weekend.
You know what, Joe? She already texted me, told me I won, so I think she's already spent it.
It'll be 1st and 10 for your Roughriders at the 48-yard line of St. Mary's. Caleb Schmidt picks up about 4 yards. We'll call it 2nd down and 6 as Caleb gets a little bit closer to 100 yards rushing on the game.
Bring up 2nd and 6.
Joe, we have no correct answers. I think we need to reread our question.
Right. Okay.
And maybe if somebody just sent the first person that sends us the correct coach will win.
Yep. Okay. The MHS class of 1961 football, track football and track star. Played football at the U.S. Coast Guard Academy, his 4th class year, and his head coach at the academy was a former Cleveland Browns quarterback. This Roughrider was a track star all 4 years at the academy.
Let's just tell him who it was.
Name this 1961 MHS grad or his famous coach. His famous coach was?
No. Let's tell him who tell him who the player was, okay. And then first person to tell us the coach.
Okay, let's do that. The player was Dave Farrow. You see him right there. Dave Farrow finishes the 1 mile in record time. That's at the academy. Who was his famous Cleveland Brown coach? Former quarterback was his coach at the academy. That's a Fowler TV first down. We got that one, didn't we?
We sure did. Big E, whoever Big E is, tell us your name, and we'll get you down for the pizza.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Roughriders. Of course, we need a name associated with Big E.
He knew that the correct answer was Otto Graham.
Right. There he is, Otto Graham.
Eric Dunlap.
Here comes Kessler on the right. He's going to bounce to the outside. Nice move. That'll be a Fowler TV first down. So congratulations to Eric Dunlap.
All the plays, a Roughrider first down.
You'll be able to pick up a gift card for a 15-inch pizza from Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub. Stop over at Laura Yelton State Farm Insurance during normal business hours next week to pick up that gift card. And congratulations once again, Eric Dunlap. And when he said Big E, I remember Elvin Hayes, NBA basketball player for the Washington Bullets. So that carry right there should put Kessler over 100 yards for the game. There comes Meinerding to the sideline. He'll get another play from head coach Bo Fry.
How many yards is that? 80? 4 for 107? Yeah, four rushes for 107 yards for Kessler.
Pretty good average.
And he's the leading yardage rusher right now. Amazing.
Here comes Osborne. Osborne leans forward after somebody grabbed him around the legs. We've got an injured player down on the field for the Kenton Wildcats. So we'll give Osborne a gain of 7 on the play. We're going to take a break. It'll be 2nd and 3 when we come back. Take a Miller Funeral Home timeout. Back after this.
Are you looking for a fun place to grab a bite to eat and a few drinks? Then stop by Roots Pub on Spring Street in downtown St. Mary's. The kitchen is open from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. The food menu still has all the classic favorites, but now also has some tasty new options. Roots Pub always has a game on and has live entertainment every weekend from some of the best bands around. Check out our Facebook page for a full entertainment schedule and daily food specials. Roots Pub, your go-to place for great food, cold drinks, and a fun atmosphere.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes is a middle school and high school club looking to spread God's love throughout numerous schools and communities of our local area. FCA's favorite play of the game is both teams joining together in prayer at the conclusion of the game. God bless you, sports fans.
Already back at Grand Lake Health Systems Field. Of course, you see some things that are taking place at the Grand Opera House in the next few days and weeks ahead. Unclouded Day will be performing October 13th at 4 p.m. Traditional sacred and gospel music. Of course, the Rocky Horror Picture Show, Saturday, October 26th at 11 p.m. Free popcorn for those that are in costume.
Also want to remind everybody, Pucky Huddle's coming up. Annual tradition from the St. Mary's Chamber of Commerce. November 3rd, 12 to 4 at St. Mary's Memorial High School. I'm 37 years old and I still have no idea what Pucky Huddle means, Joe. But it's catchy and I like it.
Exactly. Well, that's the end of the third quarter. You'll see on your screen the boys varsity golf team as they will be heading to the state tournament, and that will take place on Sunday.
Sunday and maybe Monday, I think, or maybe both days. And it's going to be at Firestone this year.
In Akron?
Yeah, they moved.
Wow.
A lot of events have been moved out of Columbus to other areas because Columbus got a little too expensive for the state.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So congratulations to the boys golf team headed to the state golf tournament on Saturday, and hopefully into Monday.
Brendan Stager, Blake Dingledine, Braylon Lampert, Caden Bear, and Hayden Roby. Congratulations, boys. And do us proud at state.
Absolutely.
Win it.
Has been a part of the soundtrack of your Friday nights on K94 radio.
You know what I like is pretty blue-collar area around here, and we still put together a great golf team.
And Denny Cisco, who they just showed there, played golf in high school too and was a pretty good golfer. Of course, Denny is broadcasting his last home game after 20 years of broadcasting. So he'll be hanging up the headphones after the end of this year.
Congratulations.
20 years he's
20 years.
I remember Denny when he was a sports writer for the Evening Leader.
I've seen his name on a bunch of old articles now that Joe Ginner sends them to us weekly. Thank you, Denny Cisco, for all of your years of dedication to the St. Mary's Roughriders.
Thank you, Danny, for the job well done.
Dylan Fink on the carry. We'll give him a gain of 6. We'll call it 2nd down and 4.
This is just one of those games where you're just telling your running backs, hold on to the ball, number one.
Exactly.
They're not stopping you. You're getting 3, 4, 5 or more yards a carry. They haven't shown that they've figured out how to stop them. They're starting to get gas. Hold on to the ball.
Yep.
It's the only thing that can stop you right now.
Right. Yep.
The Wildcats 7-yard line.
And don't hold.
Exactly. I think quarterback sneak by Meinerding. He's going to be close to putting it in the end zone. But the Rough Riders can get a first down without putting it into the end zone.
I wondered if we'd see that tonight. You know, the middle's so wide open, and that was a very, very good QB sneak from Meinerding that time. And it's good to get him that experience.
Yeah. I don't want to jinx this offensive or either side, but the offensive played pretty much mistake-free tonight.
Absolutely. One fumble, but they didn't lose it.
And very few penalties.
Yeah. Yeah, still sitting 3 penalties for 32 yards.
That's pretty good.
And I don't even think that was offensive.
Man in motion is Dixon. Meinerding leans forward. With his big frame, you would think he would have the Fowler TV first down. Of course, this is all being done in the Sean Barnett Electrical red zone. It'll be first and goal for the Rough Riders. The ball will be at the 2-yard line.
They're going to take their time and use every second of that clock.
You know, you can just see the confidence building of Ader Meinerding throughout the course of the season. When he first stepped in, first of all, they started the season, Kessler and him were alternating, and then there came a point in time when Meinerding just took it over, and Dominic Osborne scores easily from 2 yards out. Another Rough Rider touchdown. That'll be 48-20 on the American Legion scoreboard. That Jackalopes Dash touchdown will be followed by the Jackalopes Dash point after touchdown with Brady Triplett.
Number 3 of the night for Dominic Osborne. 14 rushes, 66 yards, 3 touchdowns, averaging 4.7 yards a rush. But Caleb Schmidt, 13 rushes, 95 yards, averaging 7.3 yards a rush.
Gee whiz.
Colton Mabry, 12 rushes, 88 yards, 7.3 yards per rush.
Here we go. The Rough Riders are going to go for 2.
If they 2-point conversion will start the running clock. I know at least 2 guys up here are rooting for that.
Schmidt, 2-point conversion is good, and that's 50 points scored by this Rough Rider offense, and they lead by 30, which will start the running clock when we come back after this break.
Hey there, Rough Rider country. If you need a van, truck, car, SUV, motorcycle, camper, boat, or any other form of transportation, come on down to Schaff Auto Sales. I know you got vehicle needs, and I got needs too. I need to know that you got the right kind of truck to get the job done. And I need to know that you got a fun set of wheels to cruise around in. And I need to know that your kids are safe when you take them for a ride.
Thanks, Aaron High, the car guy.
I'm Aaron High, the car guy with Schaff Auto Sales. I sell cars to Rough Rider fans, because that's what I am, and that's who I care about.
Buffalo Wild Wings in St. Mary's, proud to support Rough Rider athletics and the Memorial student athletes. Join Buffalo Wild Wings for each Rough Riders football game, streamed on Rider Nation Station. Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, drinks, sports.
This kickoff is being brought to you by Varsity Lanes in St. Mary's. Brady Triplett will put a toe to it. Zane Perkins and Blaine Bushong back to receive the kickoff for the Kenton Wildcats. Are standing at the 4-yard line. Triplett approaches the football. High end over end kick. It's going to bounce at about the 12-yard line. What's going on? We got a Roots Pub penalty flag on the field at about the 43-yard line.
Calling false start. It did seem like Triplett kind of slowed down his run a little bit. Didn't really get good, solid. Still a pretty good kick, but not as solid as he has the rest of the night. And I wonder if one of the coverage guys got a little too fast.
So what's the difference between a false start and offside?
I think they're both a legal procedure, so I think that's the same thing.
Okay. Because he did that.
I think that's a legal procedure, which can be offsides or false start.
Okay, very good. Very good.
Yeah, looking at the replay, definitely down here at the bottom of the screen.
Good call. So they'll move it back. He'll kick it from the 35-yard line.
I think it was Caleb Schmidt got a little antsy on that.
That'll be taken by, I believe, Perkins. And he'll get to about the 25-yard line. Maybe he'll dive forward close to the 30, so it'll be the Kenton Wildcats ball.
Who else? Taylor Compton tripping them up.
We were unable to set off any fireworks and fireballs tonight. We certainly want to thank the sponsors. Rush Air Duct Cleaning.
There you see it there on our Larry Schaff Auto Sale replay. It'll be 1st and 10 Kenton at their own 32-yard line. And
Bonnie Marlowe.
Might have been a blessing we didn't have fireballs tonight, Joe. Might have run out of fireballs.
Miller Funeral Home.
All righty. Johnston rolls, pass across the middle. That'll be maybe they're going to mark it. They'll give him a first down. The clock continues to run.
A little surprised they didn't try rolling Johnson out more earlier on. Thought that was somewhere that they could have beaten us a little bit on.
Yep. Good job by Ryan Ruvold, who was in on that stop, but not before they gained a first down. Another fresh set of downs for the Wildcats. Ball at their own 42-yard line.
Two run. Near the 50.
Corbin Johnston on the carry. He'll be short of a first down. We'll call it second down and about 1. Three receivers to the left, 2 to the right. He looks to the left. Pass is out to McFarland, and he is pulled out of bounds. Good job by Noah Dixon, who just kind of, you'll see him as he goes out of bounds, just take his hands off of him because he thought about throwing him down, and then he just lets him go.
No need to get any extra penalties right now.
Not now.
Clock is still running, even though he went out of bounds.
Absolutely. 1st and 10. Ball is at the Roughrider 35-yard line. It'll be nice for the defense to come up with a turnover right now. Of course, they're plus 10 in the takeaway department.
Everyone playing for pride at this point.
Pass across the middle. Oh! Almost picked off.
Parker Beam.
He had 2 picks last week against Shawnee. One was a pick 6. He had his hands on that one. He has moved up into the top 2 or 3 as far as interceptions in the Western Buckeye League. He almost had another one.
Yeah, really should have.
Right on cue, I thought.
That's right.
Johnston swings it out. And again, that's number 10, Gavin Sealscott. And he remembered what happened about halfway through the third quarter.
Yeah. Yeah, he was thinking about the hit coming again.
Oh, yeah. Third down and 10 for the Wildcats. 4 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Johnston all by himself. He's going to go across the middle. Pass is caught, and he's stopped immediately.
Johnson's pass complete to number 6.
I believe Wesley Blair in on the stop, number 26, I believe. And Kessler. First down and 10. Ball is at the Roughrider 18-yard line. Here comes Taylor Compton. He's got him, and it's a Spring Street storied sack for this Roughrider defense. Boy, Taylor Compton has had himself a ball game. Of course, Owen Ott's right there as well, and here comes
Caleb Turner.
So that'll bring up second down and a bunch for the Kenton Wildcats. It'll be 18 yards for a first down. 4 receivers to the left. They're on the short side. Hash ball's on the left hash. Roughriders coming after him, and they've got him again. So he's made it back to the line of scrimmage at least. Roughrider defense in these situations, you like them because you just put your ears back and go get people.
Yeah, the D linemen know they're not going to hand the ball off probably. It's going to be
Absolutely.
All you can eat meal right now at the quarterback.
Here they come again. Ooh. Across the middle it goes. Pass is incomplete. So it'll bring up 4th down and 18. Ball is at the Rough Rider 26, and Rough Riders putting pressure on the QB.
Great job, A.J. Hertenstein tonight. Center of that defensive line.
Yep.
Just a one-man wrecking ball, taking on 3 or 4 big offensive linemen and shedding blocks and just really impressed with the defensive line tonight.
Johnston's headed for the end zone, and it's caught, and touchdown, Kenton. Maddox McFarland, the freshman, on the reception. He was standing out there all by himself. Noah Dixon puts a hit on him, but not before he crosses the end zone. So the Wildcats will go for 2. 50-26 on the American Legion scoreboard, 3:01 remaining.
And the running clock stops.
Johnston goes back. He's going to arch one into the corner, and the 2-point conversion is good. So with 3:01 remaining here in the ball game, it's the St. Mary's Rough Riders 50, the Kenton Wildcats 28. Back with the Kenton kickoff right after this.
St. Mary's Eagles 767 is dedicated to promoting the general welfare of the citizens of St. Mary's by giving special attention to public improvements. They are also committed to helping meet the public needs and all that relates to the betterment, convenience, and comforts of the citizens of St. Mary's. For more information on how you can become a member, call 419-394-3257 or stop in during business hours at 404 East Spring Street in St. Mary's. St. Mary's Eagles, 767. People helping people.
Buffalo Wild Wings in St. Mary's, proud to support Rough Rider Athletics and the Memorial Student Athletes. Join Buffalo Wild Wings for each Rough Riders football game, streamed on Rider Nation Station. Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, drinks, sports.
St. Mary's Rider Rooters has been a pillar of support for all St. Mary's athletes for well over 40 years. Our current membership drive is ongoing, and it has its perks. Consider joining in support of the St. Mary's athletes. Join us at the game or scan the QR code. Go Riders!
3:01 remaining in the football game. Rough Riders on top 50-28. This kickoff return is being brought to you by our friends at Varsity Lanes. Of course, everybody is pretty well up. Rough Riders have 2 backs. One is standing at about the 33-yard line. The other is Noah Dixon. He's at the 20. But they got their hands team in now, expecting an onside kick.
Back deep for the Riders.
I like to see the Rough Riders, if they do an onside kick, get it on a bounce and just keep on going.
Jacob Kessler.
It's going to go out of bounds. So there should be a Roots Pub penalty flag on this one for the ball going out of bounds. The Rough Riders will have a decision to make.
Yeah, they're not going to have them re-kick it. I can't imagine they're going to take the penalty, take it where it's at. Joe, 50 points. This is the highest scoring game this year for the Riders. Last 3 games, Shawnee 42-0, Van Wert 49-14. And then 50 points tonight for the offense. No punts, no passing attempts.
Infraction against the kicking team. St. Mary's elects to take the ball 35-yard line.
First attempt, Ross, 35-yard line.
First and 10 for the Rough Riders. Ball is placed at the 35-yard line after the penalty. Full house in the backfield.
Second team offense is in here. Trey Moore.
He picks up a Fowler TV first down. Stay in bounds.
Number 7, Mason Ehlers in that quarterback. Trying to get some of these other guys here. 67, Landon Moyer. These guys, number 8, Luke Rammel. 63, Jackson Rammel. These guys have been standing on the sidelines patiently the last 2 games.
Exactly.
And it's been rough trying to get them the ball back so that they could get some game in. And what better way at home get some Friday night lights for these boys. Number 3, Carter Verbright. 74, Oscar Hernandez. 62, Keelan Baker. Number 3, Carter Verbright. Let's see, 67.
Oscar Hernandez, 74.
52, Cooper Glass. 64, Lakin Klosterman.
Number 3 in the ball game as well. You said that earlier, Carter Verbright.
Trey Moore at running back. Luke Rammel at running back.
And Dylan
Fink.
Turn, give the ball to Fink. And he is tackled by a host of Kenton Wildcats. The clock continues to run. We're under 2 minutes.
Other side of the line, see number 89, LJ Ruane, sophomore. All right, guys, 3rd and 7. You want to keep playing, keep getting some of this experience. Let's get a first down.
Number 9 checks into the ball game. That's Grady Hughes. And your quarterback, as Zach said, Mason Ehlers.
Let's see if Mason Ehlers got an arm on him.
I'd say throw it, put it up.
Open it up.
Absolutely. I think they're going to counter back with Fink. Nope. And Trey Moore.
A lot of space.
He's to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, 10. Nobody's going to touch him. Touchdown, Roughriders.
Attaway, guys. What a nice looking
block,
sweep.
Nice block. Got blockers out in front. There's one block there. Beautiful. Absolutely run to perfection.
Cooper Glass, Lakin Klosterman opening up the doors, and Trey Moore kicking them down into the end zone.
Was he close to 100 yards now?
We're going to need the
I'll tell you what
extended running back stats tonight.
That Jackalope Stash touchdown by Trey Moore will be followed by the Jackalope Stash PAT. Rammel puts it down, and the kick is up, and Triplett hits it. So with 1:14 remaining on the American Legion scoreboard, the Roughriders 57, the Kenton Wildcats 28. Back with the Roughrider kickoff right after this.
Hi, I'm Jay Gibson, proud owner of Varsity Lanes since 2003. Visit Varsity Lanes for exceptional fun and mouth-watering food. Opt for our classic ham and cheese or choose from various other delectable options. Every Friday night, join Roughrider fans in the lounge for food, drinks, and St. Mary's football. Can't make it? Takeout and delivery services available. Varsity Lanes is your go-to spot for daily lunch specials and dinner options. Whether you dine in, take out, or opt for delivery, Varsity Lanes, locally owned and operated, and the home of state bowling champions, and where amazing dining meets fun. Tempted? Visit or call us now. Have you made the call yet?
We did.
St. Mary's Rider Rooters has been a pillar of support for all St. Mary's athletes for well over 40 years. Our current membership drive is ongoing, and it has its perks. Consider joining in support of the St. Mary's athletes. Join us at the game or scan the QR code. Go Riders!
All righty, back at Grand Lake Health Systems Field, Joe Hurlbert, Zach Farrell, 1:14 remaining. This Roughrider kickoff is brought to you by Varsity Lanes, and we've got a new kicker, Owen Lee. A 6', 175-pound sophomore will do the kicking for the Roughriders.
And he was the one that scored the PAT.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Lee. Nice kick. Taken by Perkins to the 30.
Lee made the tackle.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It says right here in his, he's just a sophomore. Wow. Tight end, linebacker, kicker. We just saw the linebacker come out, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
6 foot, 175 pounds.
Yep, absolutely.
Oh, they love it. They love him on the sidelines.
105 remaining.
We got some of the second stringers coming in on the defense as well. Great to see them coming in the game. Got a lot of shout-outs last week.
See Cole Mullins, number 51-33 in the ball game. That's Cameron Gallimore.
Davion Smith, linebacker. I think 64 playing both ways. Lakin Klosterman.
Who's number 10?
Kalen Mizutani. Saw him come out for senior night tonight.
Yeah.
Great to see that he's getting on the field.
And we're going to keep it right here with 105 remaining.
95, Christopher Schreier.
Yep.
97, Robert Williams. We've seen him getting a lot of varsity time.
Trey Moore in at DB. So Kenton has a new quarterback. I think it's number 3. Number 3, that's Aiden Goldsmith. Aiden.
Mizutani, get him.
Got him.
Mizutani got a hand on him, and Davion Smith cleaned it up.
Finished him up. Nice job there. Way to fight off the block, and boom.
Complete to number 14, Emil Huff.
Goldsmith, the quarterback. 2 receivers to the left, 3 to the top of your screen. Clock continues to run down to 35 seconds in the ball game.
Pick! Dylan Fink!
Dylan Fink! Touchdown!
No penalties, Joe.
Jackalope Stash, touchdown. And boy, this defensive unit are celebrating in the end zone.
And the student section's going nuts. Dylan Fink jumped the route. That's about 30 yards to the end zone.
There you see it here on our Larry Schaff Auto Sales replay.
More like 45 yards.
Yep, about 45 yards. Dylan Fink will take it to the house. And
it's a second touchdown of the night, Joe.
Owen Lee, absolutely. Owen Lee will be on to attempt the point after out of the hold of Luke Rammel. Jackalope Stash touchdown by Fink, followed by the Jackalope Stash PAT is good. So the Rough Riders lead 64-28 with 5 seconds remaining. Back with the Varsity Lanes kickoff right after this.
The St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation is proud to support St. Mary's athletics. We invite you to become a member of the Alumni Foundation by checking out our website at www.mhsaf.com or checking us out on Facebook. Good luck, Riders.
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, scholarships and education, Boy Scouts, oratorical, and shooting sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
Alrighty, we welcome you back. That's the end of the ball game. They're not even going to attempt to kick it off. So the Rough Riders win this one going away in fashion. Their final home game of the 2024 regular season goes to St. Mary's as they defeat Kenton by a score of 64-28. It's time now for our Fellowship of Christian Athletes post-game show. We'll take a look at some of the numbers in the first half, and very impressive for the Rough Riders. 64 points is probably the most points we've seen the Rough Riders put on in a few years.
Yeah,
to be honest with you, this is just an outstanding offensive performance by this Rough Riders. A good defensive stand by this Rough Rider defense, stepping up against the high-powered offense of the Kenton Wildcats. You have some numbers.
This has to be close to a record for total offense for St. Mary's. 25 first downs for 499 yards. One yard away from 500. No punts. 58 rushes for 499 yards, 1 fumble but not lost, 4 penalties for 37 yards, 7 for 8 on third down conversions. Started their drive at an average of 36.1 yards, and really didn't need a lot of time possession tonight. Split it evenly, 24 minutes. Kenton, 21 first downs, though. They had a much better second half. Got a lot of yardage, a lot of first downs, and 3 scores. 21 first downs, 345 total yards, 29 for 44, 1 interception that we just saw there, and 4 touchdowns for Kenton. Passing net yards for Kenton, 294 yards, 22 rush attempts for 51 yards for Kenton, 1 fumble not lost. Penalties, Kenton 5 for 35, 36 yards. Third down conversions, Kenton 7 for 14, 3 punts for Kenton for an average of 38 yards. Average drive started after 26.2. Time of possession, 23 minutes, 42 seconds. Looking at some of the individuals here for St. Mary's, let's go through this list of running backs. Number 24, Dominic Osborne, 14 rushes, 66 yards, 3 touchdowns, an average of 4.7 yards per rush. A lot of good hard runs, good sweeps, and he really finished it up in the red zone inside at the goal line with those 3 TDs. Caleb Schmidt, 13 rushes, 95 yards for an average of 7.3 yards a carry. Colton Mabry, 7 rushes, 88 yards, 7.3 yards per carry. I forgot to say Caleb Schmidt also had 1 touchdown. Dylan Fink, 5 rushes, 26 yards, and a touchdown. Jacob Kessler, 4 rushes, 107 yards, and a touchdown. An average of 26.8 yards a carry. Noah Dixon, 4 rushes, 47 yards, an average of 11.8 yards a carry. Aiden Meyerding, 3 rushes for 6 yards and a touchdown. Trey Moore, 2 rushes, 62 yards, 1 touchdown, an average of 31 yards per carry. Luke Rammel, 1 rush for 2 yards. Just a, I said last week we have a stable of wild horses, it seems like sometimes. You can plug any of these guys in there. They're given different looks. Some of them, they're all hard runners. Some of them are a little quicker. Some of them are a little shiftier. Some of them break tackles better. Some of them avoid tackles better. It's just neat to see so many guys get the ball. And a lot of credit to the offensive line, just blowing away everybody tonight.
Well, I think if you're head coach Bo Fry, the takeaway of tonight's ball game, your offensive line played very well. The offense played very well. Obviously, when you put 64 points up in a ball game, you play extremely well. But I think he has to be pleased about the number of penalties, even though I think we'll penalized 2 times in the ball game.
4 times.
4 times.
37 yards.
Compared to, 10 last week?
Yeah.
So they cleaned that up a lot. And, of course, your defense played with a lot of emotion from start to finish, even though they did give up 28 points. They haven't given up 28 points in a long time, I think.
Since Wapak.
Yeah, I think coming in defensively, they're averaging about 13 points per ball game. That's number 1 in the Western Buckeye League. But
you knew Kenton was going to get their points tonight. They're the best top offense in the WBL.
Exactly. So yeah, absolutely. So they have to be pleased. They played 4 quarters of football tonight. Their final regular season game at home and before this crowd. So
congratulations to the seniors.
Absolutely.
Both with the band and the football team and the cheerleaders, the majorettes. Congratulations, guys. If this is your last, hopefully it's not your last game on the field.
Regular season it will be, but hopefully as the post game goes, they can finish in that top 8 and post a home game in Region 12. So that's going to wrap it up for Rider Nation Station tonight here at Grand Lake Health Systems Field on senior night. I want to thank our crew, Doug, Justin, Ross. We've got Dave, Logan, John, and Rich in the truck, and of course my partner Zach Farrell. I'm Joe Hurlbert. Once again, your final score: the St. Mary's Roughriders 64, the Kenton Wildcats 28. With the win, the Roughriders go 6-2 overall, 5-2 in the Western Buckeye League. Kenton with the loss drops to 1-7 overall and 1-6 in the Western Buckeye League. Until next week when we're on the road at Elida, so long everyone.
Thanks for watching another episode of Rider Nation Station. Help us help you by subscribing on YouTube or following us on Facebook.